Hey guys, happy Sunday. What's going on? I feel like my light's not enough because my green screen background is messing up. So just bear with me. I wanted to say hi in person because this is the longest I feel like I've ever not gone live in a long time. Can I get some Sundays in the chat and even some you can give me some prayer hands, some I've been through it. Um the past 2 weeks we have been through it. Um If you rewind back 2 Saturdays ago when we started Farrah's birthday festivities, I felt like I was getting a little sick, but I wasn't sure. But we were on some can't stop, won't stop. We were in Florida for a week. I kind of told you guys, but didn't tell you guys because of course we don't want to say, hey guys, hey everybody, our house is empty. So of course we want to do that, but I feel like you guys were able to read between the lines that we ended up venturing out on, we were going on vacation anyway. Um, but so Farrah got sick 2 weeks ago, and of course I get it, and then my husband gets it. So thank you, Aisha. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for supporting. You guys are awesome. I'm so sorry. Normally I would be like, guys, we're going on vacation. We're doing something. And I just really didn't get a chance to really I got so sick. I could not even go live. And for me, that's because this is a job you can do pretty easily. Like, don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like this is you get up, or you can even do this in bed, right? But I don't. Um I couldn't. I just couldn't. My throat was hurting. I was coughing. I think you guys could hear the last time I was live. Just everything. But you guys, thanks for bearing with me. Thank you for all of the beautiful messages for Farrah. Yes, Farrah has the same birthday with Shirley Strawberry, and we saw Shirley having a beautiful birthday. Farrah did too. We have been celebrating nonstop. And even when we got home yesterday, she's like, it's still not over. Daddy celebrated for like 5 weeks. So I get all my weeks. Like she wants up to my birthday, basically, which, it's almost Virgo season. So yay. Let me see. So thank you. Thank you for the welcome backs. Thank you. I missed you guys so much too. But I really did need a break. And then the days that I did start to feel better and we were already in Florida, I had my computer. I brought like my mobile studio, and I couldn't do it. I went live once on Love Lies and Lace Fronts, and I went live once here. I couldn't and I'm still coughing a little bit. Tell the truth, you're a Virgo. Okay, yes. 13 was kind of big. We had a nice, it was very nice. And I like that we kind of usually try to plan vacation around it because it is so hot. Um, the years that we don't have a party, like last year we went out of town too, I think. Yes. Yes. Last year we were out of town. The year before we had a party. So we try to do like a party maybe every couple of years, but it's always so hot and it's the dead middle of summer, and you know what I mean. So hi Leah, hey Miss Frugal, hey Cynthia, hello everyone. Um I hope this is right. Who got here first? Is it listening and giggling? Gemini and Tracy, you guys got here first. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, gangsters. I appreciate you guys so much. I did get some sun. Um, you could see a little bit. Um, I love Florida. I do. Anybody who lives in Florida, I'm driving home, I probably had a real stink face on because I was like, I miss Florida already. I want to go back. I love Florida. Um, if we could get a condo there, a condo, or some type like a little bungalow or something, something in between Orlando and Cape Canaveral, like that strip on 4, any of my Orlando people, um, on 4, anywhere in the vicinity of Cape Canaveral, and I'm sure there's more beautiful places, but I like it there because it's close to I-95. Um, it's close to Orlando. You can scoot down to Miami. I-95 takes you anywhere you want to go on the East Coast. I love it. So if I could get something in that 40-mile strip between Orlando and the coast, that would make my life. Yeah, I want to so bad because Farah, now we're at the point where it's like Farah's gonna be going to high school. And I was like, babe, in the next 5 years, I want something in Florida. Even if it's like a little tiny something, just so we have some like we have someplace to go, right? Oh God, yes. I love Orlando. I love it. And I have a cousin that's there. And I have some cousins in Tampa. Um, I would have to live in Orlando. I would have to live like in I wouldn't want to live on the outside. My cousin lives outside on like the other side of Disney, and I want to be in somewhere like off of I Drive, like in the and I know that's not even like the city part, but yeah, I like it so much. Okay, so good morning everyone. You just left Orlando. I love the humidity too. Yeah, I do too. Well, guys, I know that there's been a lot going on. There's so much I don't even know. I guess we're just going to have to just jump in the traffic was pretty disgusting and like sometimes for no reason. And then maybe it's like, oh, they push somebody off the side of the road or whatever. Um, and then, so I was watching, so phone calls put up the videos. They put up some Nesto videos, but I got all into the Wade Wilson, and oh my God, he's down in Fort Myers. And I was like, not Fort Myers. We were actually going to go to Fort Myers because we have some family there too. We didn't end up going to Fort Myers, but I was like, oh my God. And then um, just the true crime of it all being in Orlando area and all of the girl, yes, 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 yes. He's very strange. I was listening to an interview that someone had with him like 4 years ago, right after he got arrested. A girl from the news channel. I don't know if you guys listened to that or not. He lied his ass off. Like if in fact what he told to when he was having his conversation with his girlfriend with Mila and the dad and what he was saying was his confession, then when he got on the news program, he lied his complete ass off. And it was so interesting because listening to that after listening to the phone calls where he confessed, it's like he's very convincing. But then I also pretty much like half of the trip home I spent watching different videos. And maybe like a year after he was in jail, did you guys know he tried to escape from jail? He tried to escape from the jail that he was in. He and a cellmate were trying to do something with the window to try to get the weather stripping out. And yeah, he tried to escape. He's a mess. He's like certified a mess. Yes, 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 yes. I think I saved the video. We'll maybe we'll get into some of that this week. We have time. I'm sure we probably do. This ninja tried to escape. Yes, he did. So he got other charges, but of course, obviously the more important are the two ladies. And then he alluded to another woman trying to kind of take the look off of himself. My hair is so, oh my God. It's just giving it won't lay down. Um, yeah, he's Delulu. And the drugs, according to him, he says the drugs make him crazy. Um, Girl, that's a rabbit hole like you would not believe. Anyway, okay, let's get into it. I want to do a couple of the videos because I really do. I was like, I was listening and I was just like, are you kidding me? These two. These two as per usual. And you know what? I'm gonna just say this too. Some of the people who are following the story, no offense if you're here, um, like you know what I'm saying? Everybody's look, I'm sure there are people in the Nesto community that are very like, but what I'm gonna is that my speak? I was like, what is that? Oh, my Dre Beats headphones. Let me take those down. Um, look, Mila, I love you, Mila. Just call me baby. Just call me baby. Just call me baby. Nothing has to change. We're fine. She's like, why did you kill people? Why'd you kill two people? Like that was crazy. Um, yeah, we look, the people that follow the case though are on next level. If you feel like the nest like we are next level on some Nesto facts and things like that, baby, I'm just gonna say, look, we're just watching. We're just watching. We're not trying to get into your community. Like, we're just watching because this is interesting. It's a train wreck. However, we're just watching. Okay. Them people serious over there. They are serious. And all I'm gonna say is I'm just watching. I'm just watching. That's it. Do baby Mila. Mila, just call me baby. Just call me baby. It's okay. Nothing had to change. But wait, you killed two. Why did you have to kill the people? I don't know, baby. I don't know, baby. I don't know, baby. I don't know. It's fucked up, right? It's messed up. I didn't mean to, like, I don't know. They gave me meth. I had meth. And then I couldn't drive the Hellcat. Baby, are you at the spa? Who are you talking to? Oh, you at Glenn's house? Oh, I bet you Glenn's happy you're home. Nobody's happy, Wade. No one's happy. You messed it all up. No one's I was like, this is crazy. Oh, it's awful. But you know what? Listening to her talk to Wade made me think about Sonya and how ride or die this chick is. Like, I don't know if she's still dealing with him or not, but girl, why was I like Mila's Spa, um, Joe's Crab Shack? Like I was like, this is interesting. One night I was a little bit nervous, like the night before, 2 nights ago. And the hotel room, everything was locked up and everything, but I was really like, there's some he's scary. It was giving me some boogeyman vibes. Who said he's scary? Someone said he's scary. I lost the comment. It flipped. I agree. Whoever says he's scary, it was giving me boogeyman vibes. It was giving me, I looked up just to kind of like, survey the room. And it's the crazy drugs. It's the make people go bonkers drugs that are the scariest because some people really do lose control of themselves and it makes them do crazy things because we've heard crazy things about meth, right? I'm sure we all have. And we know that but I don't know. I mean, I'm not giving him any excuses. I I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised to learn if this spree that he was on with Miss Kristen and Diana, was it Melton and Ruiz, the two ladies? I almost don't feel like that's his first. I think that he has more secrets. Um he's a convicted rapist, right? Um didn't he rape someone? Yeah. He had other shit going on. So he's not the worst. Can you believe he's not the worst, Mocha? Mocha, there are worse. There are worse. Let me see. There are worse. Okay. So, and you know what? Okay, so this is what really scared me, and I'm gonna get to phone calls from prison. Which is his phone calls from prison, isn't it? Because wait, he's phone calls from prison too. Okay. He was over there on, let's see. It's from okay. The thing that got me is that so he got Kristen, right? And then he takes her car takes her phone. He's trying to get Mila, right? He says he was lost. The lie about him, you guys, I'm going to tell you guys, if you have not, Lambo, um, if you guys have not watched Wade Wilson yet, watch the first two videos. Watch the first two videos. We can watch them together, but I really want you guys to hear this. It's almost like just like your local news. He did a local news situation. And if you listen to those first two calls, you will, it's almost, I don't want to say it's comical because there's nothing comical about this case, but the way he just lies his ass off with ease and the way he tells the story of what happened versus what we find out happened later, is it's like this guy is crazy. And then the video when they went to the jail after he tried to break out of jail. So he was in for about a year at that point, and homie and his cellmate, who looked equally bonkers, decided that Mila, Mila, ah, ah. And then to find out he was telling this lady that I didn't realize how addictive I am to your channels until you went, oh, thank you, Mocha. You're so sweet. I appreciate that so much. First, it started with the sickness. I mean, I'm still draining. It was, kids get sick and then we get four times sick, or not. Well, I won't say four times. Excuse me. Let me not exaggerate. Two times sick. Um, but yeah, my husband had it bad. He had it bad. We always get different symptoms. Um, oh, you guys are too sweet. Too sweet. Thank you so much. I was like, I'm gonna have to okay, so how many Wade videos are there now? You guys have got to watch at least the first two. That's like the homework. If you have not watched it, check out the first. Well, there's only three. Watch all three because they're not super long, but you got to. It's interesting. Starting out with the dad. And then he pretty much tells the same story to the girlfriend, but he lied to her because he said he didn't hook up with Kristen. And the fact of the matter is that he did hook up with Kristen, the girl from the bar. Um, and, unfortunately, but did you hear? Like, he must have been so anyone who was following this, so he met the girl, um, and they went to some random guy's house who lived with his mother. They were in the bedroom. Okay. The friend and the guy were talking in the living room or outside or whatever, right? Um, so they would do something, then they would come back out, then they would do something else. Homie was on some sort of like he was on something because he was him and that girl were hooking up, right? Then they go back. So then they leave the house, they take an Uber to Kristen's house, and they're doing it some more. I'm like, damn. I watched part one of the video with Mila. Well, let me tell you. So this is my sequence. I listened to the first few videos, and of course, it took me to Law and Crime. I watched. Is it Stephanie, the friend from from high school? Girl, let me tell you. Um, I watched her testimony. I watched the testimony of the police officer who picked him up. I watched the medical examiner. I watched some of the court proceeding. Um, mm-mm-mm. Very, very, very. And I saw he was all up in my timeline last month or the past couple of months. And he was all in my timeline. But I was like, look at that face. I'm not clicking on that. I didn't have I didn't know his story. I didn't know the story. Mila and Melissa. No. Melissa is her legal name. Mila is the name of the spa. He calls her. Her name is Melissa something. Melissa, whatever her middle name is, Montanez or something. But Mila is her go by name. Um, that is the girl. They're all one and the same. That's his girlfriend. So when he killed Kristen, he the story is he went to the spa to go talk to Mila, okay? Um, and she wouldn't talk to him. She said she was scared. She said she had scared him and she wouldn't talk to him, and then from that, I guess, you know what? I mean, he kind of low key. Is this what you guys think too? I I don't understand how you would entertain him after hearing him say she's got that she's got that disease. She's got that syndrome that people have who are turned on by criminals. Um Basically, they had a fight at the Buddha, right? They got into it at the Buddha. How she left, I don't know, but she left the Hellcat. He picked up somebody, Kristen, her friend, some guy, took the Hellcat over to the friend's house. Um, Everything kind of popped off because he blames Mila. He doesn't say completely, but he kind of alludes to the fact that it was the chain of events that started earlier with Mila, them getting into an argument, him hooking up with Kristen, going from one place to another place with Kristen, spending the night with Kristen. Maybe he wanted to take Kristen's car and she said no. Who knows? But he ended up taking her car and her phone. She was probably already deceased at that moment. Um, he went to try to talk to Mila. Mila wasn't having it. Um, at some point, he ends up seeing Diana Ruiz walking to work. He lures her. It's a whole mess. Then I guess he ends up over at the graphics place where he used to work. Um, then he was sitting out of Joe's crab shack. Like it was a mess. You really have to listen to the first couple of calls, then the news story. Did he know? I think she knew. She did a bid with him already. If Did you listen to her first or second call? Because she was already in the global tel system, whatever the system is called that they use. She was already in it, and he had just done a bid, and he had 2 years probation. And the way she talks, though, is like you would. I'm not saying she condones it whatsoever, but the way she talks, it's almost like she's well, why'd you have to kill them? Why did you do that? Da, 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 da. Like very kind of like normal about like, well, you didn't have to do that. I don't know. It's much for me. She had every reason to be scared, and she should, because he probably was going to take her out. She said, "You were going to snap on me." He's like, "No, I was never going to do that to you." Um, I don't know, girl. It is a mess. Let's listen to um is this the one we had? Okay, you wanna listen to this because this woman is she's a complete friend, Drew. Okay. You know who I'm talking about. It's Miss Waller. We will if you guys I mean, the Wade Wilson stuff is interesting. I really do, but I'm for anyone who we'll just talk about that when we do a dedicated Wade video. But we're just watching, okay? Like all the serious Wade Wilson people, this is probably not going to be the chat for you because we just get messy with it, and we're just watching, okay? We're just watching and talking and enjoying, okay? Y'all who are really, really, really into it, you know how we do, okay? Thank you so much, Jackson Tabasco. I appreciate it. Mila said on one of the calls that he had just gotten out. I mean, not like just got out like a few days before, but he had been in for a minute and he was on probation. Wait, yeah, that's going to be a whole separate, you know. I missed your milestone. Hold on. I missed you so much. Welcome back. Check your PO box. Oh, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. Let me say something too. All of the aunties, I'm gonna say aunties and uncles, all of Bougie Gang. Thank you so much for remembering Farah and her birthday. Um, you guys are very generous, and thank you so much for doing that. And you know, you don't have to do anything at all. It's very sweet, and I appreciate what y'all did for her. Thank you so much. Summer Breeze, Shay. What's this? What's scary about Wade is how casual he is when speaking on his crimes, like he just took a shower. Yeah, I choked the bitch out. Yeah, I did. I did. And then when he said, yeah, I ran over like 100 times. And then it was like 20, 10 times. And then the spaghetti comment is, I think, what's getting him life in prison. That's definitely what's doing it. Um, whose milestone did I miss? Whoever, I know I clicked on all of them now. Girl, I would have blocked his numbers too. He's a different level of monster. He's the kind that you really need to stay. When he was breaking out of jail or trying to break out of jail, all I could think of was he's the type of person that if he were to break out, they need to immediately call the victims, families, or whoever's on his list. Um, I got some. He's been in mess. He hasn't even been completely convicted yet. Well, he's obviously been found guilty and recommended for life, but he allegedly was also. Do you guys know he was involved in a murder for hire plot in the jail? There was some guy, one of his cellmates again, um, who was in jail for some reason. I can't remember what he was in for, but he owned a funeral home and wanted him to kill his wife, right? And he basically asked Wade, okay, well, you're not getting out. Do you have any friends on the outside who could do it? I have $250,000 in a safe in my funeral parlor. And I'm trying to think of how it went because I was like, this is too much. This man can't stop being in trouble. Like he's got trouble written all over his face. That's probably why people are, hey, you want to break out? Hey, can you? Thank you, India. Thank you so much for the milestone. I appreciate it. Um, hey, can you help me break out? Hey, can you help me do this? So anyway, long story short, allegedly, Wade, the guy propositions Wade, he gave him all kinds of information about the funeral home, codes, all kinds of stuff to be able to access the money, access the funeral parlor. The guy was in jail. I can't remember. He had maybe, let's say he had an assault against his wife, right? On top of that, so Wade takes all the information that the guy gave him, like, this is what you're gonna give this to so and so. You guys can take the money because they were involved in some sort of nasty divorce. Anyway, long story short, Wade gives the information to the police. Everything checked out. The codes were accurate. There was money in a safe at the funeral home. So now there was also a murder for hire plot. He didn't agree to anything. He didn't participate in anything, but the guy, obviously, now it's a murder for hire plot. So there was a whole, he's gotten involved in so much shenanigans since he's been in jail. It's crazy. This guy is absolutely a menace. We're gonna see what happens when he finally gets whatever he's due. But it doesn't surprise me because I think they have him in solitary now. I don't know if he's in general population. Okay, these men who can't stay out make me think that that they like being in there with the men, and those tattoos tell me he's in there on some protection hating women and secretly loving men. Just my opinion. Interesting. I don't know. I think he's one of these institutionalized guys. I don't know his full backstory. I know he was adopted. There was just a lot going on with him. But yeah, we can get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, I don't know enough to say that, but it's possible. I don't think that I don't know what made him get those tattoos, but it was stupid. And I'm sure he's walking around every day knowing how stupid he looks. Um, that he hates women. Yeah, he's got some sort of hate. Is anybody writing Nesto? They're writing letters of support for girl. Somebody wrote him. Didn't you see the new text messages? There was someone named Tashima. Shouts out to Tashima. If you're in the bushes, sis, he's got a prayer partner. There is some, I don't know who else is writing, but in the last call, so there's 3 calls that's posted now. In that 3rd call, he tells Mila some girl tried to friend him on the jail app or whatever, and he gives her the name and she goes, "Oh, I'll Google it." Like, yes, you didn't see that on the new we'll look at it. Okay, let's get into it, guys, because we spent the first. I'll break this up into chapters. So the first third, I'll say it's Hey Bougie Gang, I'm back, and Wade Wilson talk. And right here at the 34-minute mark is when we got into that business. Okay. But yes, back on Nesto and them. We'll do some Wade because Wade is a little bit too fascinating to skip over. And if phone calls is bringing it, then of course why not? Did you see Rose is being exposed with recordings? No. No, I did not. Um, can you send me a link? Can you send me a link in DM or in email? Who is Mila? Mila is Melissa Wade Wilson's girlfriend. Nesto better write Miss Tashima back. Probably has a few coins on him. It didn't look like he responded. I'll find the text and I'll read it to you in just a minute. Let's get into this. Where are we? Okay. Let me go. Let me go a little down here. Hey guys. Okay.
The 2 calls in this video are from June 26, 2023, and were made immediately after the call in the last video. You will hear Nesto try to sort out how he will pay bond and get another attorney. He and Sonya also talk about his co-defendant Erica King and the RICO. Take a listen.
Okay, let me say this too real quick because we really hadn't had a chance to talk in maybe almost a week and a half. So the whole RICO thing is really I need to reread that document because now what we know, um when Will Wooten dropped his state's response, is that Nesto is not being charged with a full RICO. He's being charged with a RICO violation, right? Which I guess was just different. It's like it's RICO in nature, but obviously they're not pinning him with a full conspiracy or enterprise organization, but I guess acting as if and committing crimes as if, right? So this is what's interesting to me, that how in the world, and I am questioning Sean Hoover at this point, because how in the world are you a RICO expert and you know what I'm saying? Like, isn't he supposed to be a RICO like expert at the public defender's office? How are you not reading this document and understanding exactly what the situation is? And I guess maybe that's why it was confusing, but I'm trying to figure out as to how you did not seem to understand that. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't know because we're not lawyers and we're not working in Fulton County. This guy is allegedly a gang specialist, his Sean Hoover. And did anybody else like, isn't that weird?
Also, I can't believe what I just can't. I'm just drunk right now.
Okay, so this is after the last when last we met. This is the call right after, and you guys know this because I'm sure you guys have heard this already. I'm going to talk about it.
I know. I'm not surprised.
I'm fucking drunk right now.
I'm not surprised because I don't feel like he gonna give up. He gonna try
Oops.
till he can't try no more. He gonna try to pull out every trick he done learned in all his years of being a prosecutor.
Wow.
Why does she talk like she has a mouthful of donuts? It's just he's probably gonna put on every trick in a book. See, when I do my imitation, when I do normally you guys are not seeing me. He's probably gonna pull out every trick in the book. She's ridiculous.
Oh,
And what your attorney has to realize is how he has taken her, how this man is manipulating the situation, making up shit, and trying to find any little thing and try to see how he can convert it into being against the law.
wow.
Any little thing.
So did you text what I said? Bring
I text that shit. Oh, tell her to do what? Bring the what?
bring the orders when they come see me tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I'll tell her. He didn't want to bring it up because he know the shit that he did for her is fucking different. That's why he didn't want to talk about it. We'll talk about it because she's posted it on every freaking charge. But y'all let her skate on zero. Let's talk about that. And she's the person that actually did it. They're just trying to make you guilty by association because me and her, she falsified some shit and had me believe in some shit I didn't even know. But y'all trying to make me to be the ringleader of it. For what reason?
And you know what?
Because so I get what she's saying as far as why is he the ringleader? Because maybe he had the most to gain from the things that she was doing. If she's able to prove, which I'm obviously she has, that she wouldn't have done some of the things that she done if they were not to advance Nesto's, to deceive people, to help him um obtain vehicles, all of the things, because there was more to this operation. So it may not necessarily have been a criminal enterprise, but it was the makings of a criminal enterprise. And as far as her notarizing stuff, creating fake law firms, all kinds of documents that she was producing for him, what would be the point of her producing things for him if he didn't have something to benefit from it? That's just what I'm thinking.
So somebody was in there, and the man said that same person who they had more charges, and then this is what they said. Okay, well, you hadn't been indicted. You hadn't been indicted 2 months. So he said on the 91st day, you can get out. So the lawyer said, well, Joe, why we got to wait so long? Well, because that 90 days ain't over with.
Talking about the indicted cases?
Yeah, somebody was in there for me was talking about it, and they gave him bond. But
So you guys remember in the bond hearing, so if you go to the 626 bond hearing, we've looked at that several times. Right before they call his case, there was someone that had got under Judge Manning's, got under her skin. She was like, "Don't let them back in here. Whatever you do, don't let them back in." Because the lawyer was saying, okay, they basically gave the person bond, but they weren't going to allow them to bond out. Basically, what he's talking about. Um, and they said this is some bullshit or something like that. And she said, "Don't let so and so back in. Get them off of here. Don't let them back in." So when you're listening to that hearing and that kind of little bit of commotion happens right before they call his case, that's exactly what they're talking about. So if you go to any of the videos that I've done with that bail hearing, you'll hear what he's talking about. But it doesn't mean anything. Like at the end of the day, there are some places where you have to be in there. Who was the person who recently asked for a bond reduction and they told her she could ask again in damn December? I forgot, we were looking at something. Oh, the woman in South Carolina who kidnapped and stabbed some lady who was messing with her husband. And she asked for a bond. They declined. This is in maybe Chester County, South Carolina. Yes. They denied her bond and they told her she could come back in like 4 months. So he thinks something special is going on in Fulton County. at the end of the day, it is what it is. Maybe some people are able to get out sooner than later, but maybe if you hit a threshold of a certain type of charge, no, they're not letting you out right away.
But he's gonna get out on it to the 91st day. And so the person
They
said,
don't.
well, his wife was on the computer said, this is some damn bullshit.
Right.
He thought that was
Yeah,
so
this
Sure
funny.
is.
Yeah. So that's why I want you to hear everything.
Shit
That's
is
why I wanted you to
crazy.
hear
Yeah,
everything.
man. This
It's
shit crazy.
ridiculous.
Oh, he's dangerous. I would have been like, why you trying to speak on that when he said that?
Man, listen,
I would have been like, first of all, he don't have a violent past, so why was he dangerous? Who did he threaten? Did you hear him threaten somebody? Where'd you got that off? Or you just trying all your
Well, the victim said he threatened her. So it's her word. So, like he said, it's hearsay, and that's fine. The judge believed the threats, that there were some credible threats, and people said the people that they interviewed said that they were afraid of him. So, if people are saying they're afraid of him,
heart?
they're going to take
it
the
don't matter.
victim's
It
word.
don't matter about all that. If we pass that now, they got to figure out what's next. Right now, I got to figure out, I do have a bond. I got to figure out how I'm going to make the bond.
Right.
Okay. So I got to figure that shit out in my head. I got to figure it out. So if them folks want me out, they're going to figure that out some kind of way. So I don't know, my boy, if this shit high enough or not. I don't know that until I talk to him. Right now, I ain't even concern myself with that. I got to concern myself with getting another attorney. All right, I got to get another attorney for that. And I got to see what's going to happen between now. So that means this week, they're going to try to put my
Sonya talks like she's got a mouthful of marbles, or she just took a big bite off of a hot dog and she's trying to chew and talk at the same time.
that's going this week or next week. One or the other.
Before the 13th?
Yeah. They're gonna try to do something before then. They're gonna make some kind of effort to have me fucked up before then.
Oh, you
Thank
mind
you,
new advice?
Eve.
I don't need charge.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Because see, what it is that I have a motion. He put a motion for me to go to be released.
You need to have a conversation with that girl's fucking attorney and find out how that prosecutor is acting.
Nesto can't say he worked for Erica because he doesn't like women, and also on top of the fact is that if the let's just say we don't know what like we know some documents, right? And we know some of the things that she did, specifically the dispossessories for Bent Creek and also Pine Grove Road, right? Those are things that were in Nesto's interest, right? So look at it this way. No matter, I'm sure they found other things because we also know that she used Nicole Mormon's name. We know that she used Nick Benzine. We know that she used April Holloway, right? At the end of the day, just those two situations alone where she claimed to be April Holloway, um, those were in Nesto's interest. So how can you deny that whether she was working when Sonya says, well, working, she'd have to have a 1099 or whatever she said, a W-2, or just because, come on now. You think somebody is actually cutting them an ADP check who's doing illegal work? Like, come on now. She just because she says that she was working for him doesn't mean a traditional job, dummy. Like, it's like, Sonya, seriously? You know how Sonya, it's like, don't you work under the table? Come on now. Sonya is absolutely ridiculous. You can't deny that Erica King was at least maybe not working, quote unquote, per se, in traditional sense of working, but she was doing work for him because the work specifically on those two cases where she was legit pretending to be a lawyer, those are in his interest. They're not in her interest. So find something that's not in his interest that he participated in. If she's doing work for other people and Nesto, well, where's all the other people? Maybe they're letting that go. Maybe she had her own scam she was doing. Who knows? But at least as it pertains to Nesto, she's dropping all the information they need to know to understand how he's been able to scam people for as many years as he has. They're interested in him. And by putting her on probation, they're basically giving her a fuck around and find out. You want to continue, go ahead and continue with the BS. You're just going to find out. You're just going to find out later. Thank you so much, Eve. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sonya talks like she has a mouthful of now and laters and Laffy Taffy. She does. She does. You know, she talks a lot about Erica being a career criminal and that's what she does and this, that, and the other thing. And that very well may be true. And at the end of the day, how her situation is structured, let her find out what's going to happen. Like play around with these people and see what they're going to do with you. Okay.
With her in court. Or if they're trying to make her be like, oh, we need you to testify against him, type this, that, and all this shit. Because, they always try to do that, even though, like I told you, her background is so fucked up, she couldn't testify for a toy.
Right. I mean, I got that part. So, but listening to him, I ain't going nowhere. So, but like I said, I just got.
Or did you know what type of person that girl is?
That what?
You know what type of person that girl is? Your co-defendant.
Man, I ain't thinking about that right now.
No, because you know what I'm thinking?
What you thinking?
Because I know how some females, and she got a history since she was 18, right? So it's not in her. It's not in her. Just looking at her record, it's not in her to be a person that's going to accept and lay down and
Right.
I'm thinking all this shit that he's talking about came out of her mouth.
That's what you think.
I'm thinking that, yeah. I'm thinking all this exaggeration to make you look like the head honcho, and she probably fabricated all kind of stories, and he so this, and he just to take the heat off of her, because she already know how fucked up her record is. Let me see, and just throw up all kind of shit just to make him look like a billion times worse than me, so that he can take this. Because I done dealt with a lot of criminal situations where people done told on their fucking mama because they ain't trying to.
It's like, look, either Erica spilled the beans willingly or didn't spill them willingly. It really doesn't matter, right? It does not matter how they got to her getting a deal. She didn't got the deal, right? She got the deal. And oh well. Like whether they had to make $1 out of 15 cents, I do not like why not talk about why is it that they have to sit and come up with theories on how Erica came up with this? Because is it more so how to figure out how to lie around what was put out about you rather than I didn't do it, or that's not what it was. Like all they ever do is sit around and create theories on how someone came up with something rather than this is what actually happened, or I don't know what happened, right?
You and her ain't that cool where she don't mind taking y'all relationship, taking an L.
Really crafting a storyline, absolutely.
Right.
You get me? Let me get all of this off of me and put all of this on him and make his situation look so fucked up. It's gonna have to look at him, and they're gonna go after him and leave me the fuck alone. But I gotta be extra with it. Not just mention this, but let me say all kind of other shit about him and make all kind of other shit. You got to think about why that prosecutor, you don't know him. You know what I'm saying? You've been out the way. You ain't, so for him to be going above and beyond, some people try to they want a conviction to make their career. They always want that winning case. You know what I'm saying? And I think she fabricated all kind of shit to make you look a billion times worse, so that all of this shit can fall on your ass, and they take. Because how else would she be getting a zero bond? Think about it. A zero bond? She's got 18 charges and a fucking record that is crazy record that stems back to 1990.
How does she have a zero bond? Because she's providing information, and she got her ass whooped in the jail, and they're not able to handle her medical needs with the MS that she has and the treatments that she needs. and she's been useful. So how did she get a unsecured judicial bond? She came in there, she started writing letters, and she started doing what she needed to do. And I don't know, maybe she wasn't talking shit on the phone. I don't know. Like Erica King, no matter what, if she's in the bushes, wherever Erica King is, because Erica King could be here right now. You know what I mean? We don't know who Erica King is secretly on this internet, right? She seemed to know enough about what was going on for someone who didn't need to be on the internet or weren't supposed to be on the blogs or using social media like that. At the end of the day, she stayed her behind out of trouble. And maybe her phone calls didn't get her into further trouble. We know, if you did not know, we all know how these phone calls are being listened to. And even just if you watch YSL, these people are watching YouTube, they're watching the YouTubers that are covering. It's so funny. And at the end of the day, these two dummies keep talking like it's almost like they're daring people to listen. You know what I mean? It's like they're double down daring people, or maybe it's like they think okay, yeah, they'll be listening, but maybe they're not, but just trying to talk all big and bad and whatever. And it's just like, y'all are so dumb. Y'all are so dumb.
Every damn year after 1998, she constantly stays in trouble. She's constantly doing shit. Constantly. If it ain't the little businesses she's doing, she got all these evictions from these businesses that she ain't paying, like all these little schemes that
She
she's trying
might
to come up
have.
with, that mortgage fraud thing. Like this heifer is.
Okay, I got that part.
Okay, so she starts talking about this mortgage fraud and he wants to kind of shut her up. I mean, at the end of the day, we don't know what Erica's been into, but they're more concerned about what she was into with Nesto than they are with anything else. She had some other charges that they did not clear out, but I guess again, it's on some fuck around and find out and we'll bring it back. I mean, I think they're giving her ample opportunity, but she's going to have this long probation.
We got
Mm-hmm.
I got to check the button.
Well, I told your attorney, stupid ass, you need to follow her fucking case.
Right, well, he saw that.
You got to follow her case.
He saw that today. So
Yeah. Because something, whatever she opened her mouth to sit there and say. So they always say the first one they talk, that's who they want to believe anyway. And then necessarily, I mean, because she spoke the truth. So you can look at her record, all her shit, you can tell she's just a big liar. Because it's just her record, she's a liar. And that's what she does. She got that tongue, and she know how to trick and con and persuade, because look at her history record. Bitch can sell fucking grass to a fucking alligator. You know what I'm saying? Alligators don't need grass. But she can sell grass to an alligator.
okay, so the next thing I just need to know, can you find? I need to compare what's going on where they take that bond. I mean, half of.
I'll talk to a bondsman. I'm trying to find out how it works
What
and
I
all of
need
that.
to know is
You
will
know,
they
it's in
take
that.
that bond?
Yeah,
Will
so,
they
I
take
mean,
that
well, you
bond?
ain't got to do it now. I'm just talking about.
That's what I
Yeah,
need
wait,
to know. Will they take that bond?
I ain't going nowhere, no time. So I'm just sitting here.
Don't say
I
that.
ain't going nowhere no time soon.
Oh,
He's literally trying to whisper. You sitting up there with all kinds of weirdos and you're trying to whisper, I think I think that I didn't need to know they gotta take that bond.
say that. Don't get depressed about it. Huh?
Because they just on the phone, they just sit around listening.
Oh, because you went to court, you want to know what's your business.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, away.
Yeah, they want to know your business so they can go sell it and get a deal because that's what they do. They hear what you're talking about and then they go and tell a CEO you may have said something or admitted to something and then they're going to get themselves a deal.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
That's fucking crazy. I love you.
It's so fucking crazy. I love you. This is the part of the stuff. Thank you so much, you guys. This is the part that kind of like listening to this and then listening to Mila talk to Wade. It was like you're in the middle of having a conversation about something, and then just in the middle, it's like, I love you. I love you. She's so strange. And what is it that you love? What do you love about this guy?
We'll get through this.
Yeah, since you're the girlfriend.
Since you the girl,
Hey.
you the girlfriend.
But I ain't in Florida. People ask me to listen to all the tapes. I'm up in Atlanta now. Dumbass. Okay, dumbass. I live in Atlanta.
You see how she loves to talk all big? It's not. I'm not even in Florida anymore. I'm in Atlanta now. Dumbass, dumbass.
No. What the fuck is he talking about? Going to Miami.
Yeah.
The deal fell through. Miami's a bus.
It's a what?
Miami's a bus.
Oh.
The deal fell through. The restaurant's not opening. We're on with another plan. Once you get through all of this shit. Once your cases are over with, if we stress. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling?
I feel good today. I mean, mostly. See, a little dapper of a story. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
But I ain't surprised. You know? I ain't surprised. Because he ain't going to try. It's something, you know, they ain't going to take this as, they don't want to, prosecutors got a problem with losing. That's why they force everybody to think it out. That's why they force, thank you.
Well, I mean, look, the prosecutors have problems with losing. Let's talk about that for a second. If you've got someone in the community who does something, right, to offend the community, to harm the community, to torture, terrorize, all of the things that people do that end up in front of a prosecutor, right? Isn't their job about the business of the community? Like their job is like if you, in theory, if you have charges, the charges should be valid. I mean, if you've got the wrong person, then that's a whole nother problem. If the, you know, I mean, she brings up these things to just be provocative. At the end of the day, if someone has done something, it's their job to prosecute them, right? That's why they're sitting in jail and that's why they have charges, right? You don't bring charges against someone who doesn't need to be punished, right? In theory, if you have the wrong person, if the person's truly not guilty, if they did not do it, it's not a loss. I don't know why she seems to feel like that's all they get judged on. It's I don't know. These two are like topsy turvy. It's like what's right is wrong and what's wrong is right, and they're crazy.
Buddy force, please. I'm sorry.
If
They
she
rather
should
take a
keep
plea than a
Erica's
loan.
name
It's
out
still
her
a win,
mouth,
you know.
absolutely.
It's still a win. Oh, you know, everything.
It's her taunting the law enforcement. Okay.
All right. Okay, so yeah, that's it. I got a few more days that we're gonna go down.
Yeah. So at the time she was talking about Kevin Majeski, but at the end of the day, um, whether they knew at the time, so by this time, when they were listening to phone calls and she was still in Florida, I mean, maybe he didn't want to give out her exact location. I mean, law enforcement isn't going to tell the right hand what the left hand is doing. If they had information to lead them to believe that she'd left Florida and now she was in Atlanta, why divulge that? You know, because again, it's not about her, right? Why would they say, oh, he's, the girlfriend that was in Florida is now in Atlanta? We don't need an update on that. Judge Manning doesn't need an update on that. What Judge Manning needed to know were the Ayala factors. And the Ayala factors consisted of the fact that they were not trying to give him bail and that he was making plans with a woman in Florida. Now, whether the woman moved from Florida to Atlanta, nobody cares. Nobody was giving an update on you. The fact of the matter was it was about Nesto, right?
What's that, 2 more weeks?
Yeah, I know he ain't gonna offer no plea now, cause ain't no plea in the table right now.
No, he's not going to, because he don't want that case to be over with. He wants that case to
drag.
He wants that case to
Yes, that's right.
add on with the other stuff.
That's right.
He need to make your case look thick. So that's why no plea offer.
No, it's not. So maybe I entertained the wrong person. This is what I'm thinking now.
Well, when you get your
I like
tomorrow,
Kevin
tell me
Majeski
you
too,
have a meeting and get all
504.
the feelings, and then we need to figure out if I got to help him. on his case, but because I mean, he should be okay now. I ain't spoke to his ass in forever.
We're just listening, right?
Yeah, but the thing about it
Right,
is
just
right
Asher.
now,
We're just listening.
this ain't making no sense.
Wait a second. Whose name is now just listening? Is someone's name just listening? Oh my God. If there is someone here just listening, that is hilarious. Oh my God, I see it. You guys are too funny. Oh my God, we're just listening.
Ain't quite there.
We're not trying to get crazy cray cray in it. We just listening and having a good time. Okay. Just yeah.
No.
Yeah,
No, I don't feel like he's quite there. No. This is the halftime show. That's all this is. That's all it is, the halftime show.
Because some people are absolutely really, I think we're cool over here. Like in this sector, this Nesto crime sector. But some of these other sectors, baby, you better not even put a comment if you know that comment is like, girl. I just let me not even say, I'll save it for when we talk about Wade. Anyway, but yes, we're just listening. We're just and talking.
Okay. Why did you say that?
Because it's just the halftime. You gotta figure out what's gonna go on the second and third half. And what you need to do is make sure you write down everything.
Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm. Make sure you write down everything. Document everything.
How many of you actually believe that Nesto is writing anything down? Like, come on.
Yeah.
How many people actually believe that Nesto is writing stuff down? That's a joke. Let's be for real. This guy's a big dummy.
Yeah. That shit, I had a headache in a minute, but that gave me one then.
Oh, I'm sure.
Shit, that shit gave me a pound of it too.
Because even if you was looking at all of this from the comfort of your home, it wouldn't be as bad. Mm-hmm.
Right. This is true.
So.
No, this is very, 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 very true.
You shouldn't be preoccupied and have things that, you know what I'm saying, kind of take your mind off of it. But we just sitting in there.
Let me tell you what don't make sense. All of this would be presented before the 13th. What that got to do with? I'm trying to figure that part. What that got to do with it? You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but I think every time I go to court, he's trying to buy time for you. Always trying to throw up this whole thing that's gonna happen, like he did the last time. Well, I got this whole legal thing coming. Okay, well, when's it coming? Oh, it's coming. I just gotta. They're doing some interviews. What are you interviewing? What is coming? What are you even talking about? You know, I'm at a loss. And then
okay,
wild shit. So he's gonna plead it here, and he's gonna plead it. Who even said that? Oh, that's right. You're just desperate. So y'all lie. Because prosecutors lie all the time. It's like police.
Well, yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
They lie all of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to ever want a case on the truth, not twisting anything. That would be rare. So they don't. Either the police lied or the prosecutor lied, or they tricked somebody into getting a confession or whatever the case may be. They don't play fair ever.
No. I mean, I've seen people.
This is my thing, and this might just be oversimplifying. Stay out of trouble. How about stay out of trouble? And I get what she's saying, because if you've been watching YSL recently, I mean, Adrian Love is a complete mess. The prosecution is not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just sitting back and watching. Like, at the end of the day, I'm like, damn, okay. However, stay out of trouble. How about this? Stay the fuck out of trouble. How about that? Like, most people are not going to end up in the criminal justice system at all, ever. Maybe some people will never even have a traffic ticket. Okay. Some people will never have a traffic ticket. There are plenty people who have never been arrested and will never be arrested. You know what I mean? We can filter this out a lot. This is what I say to all of what Sonya says. Stay your ass out of trouble. Because to a lot of people, it's like, well, damn, I don't have to worry about this because this is not what I'm doing. With confidence, right?
Fair.
I mean, I've seen people get out. Like that guy shot that guy. What's his name? Ludacris manager shot that guy.
Oh yeah, he out on bond.
Yeah, he got out on bond.
He didn't go to case. Yeah, he got out on bond.
Yeah, he got on bond. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is he got on bond. But I'm trying to figure what that bond was.
It doesn't matter. So Ludacris's manager, Okay, which I don't who even knows about what's going on with that. So Ludacris's manager shot somebody. Does is he does he have a concealed carry? Was he being threatened? There's always stipulations as to why something happened. I mean, unless they're just calling this guy a cold-blooded murderer, but at the end of the day, what are the circumstances revolving around what happened? You are not Ludacris's manager. I'm sure if Ludacris's manager probably has plenty of money and you can't, like, these two just want to compare themselves against any case that they can to try to figure out why it's unfair that he's sitting there and other people are out. You're poor. You are technically poor. You don't have anything. Your wife is gone. You have no income. You have no property. You have no assets. You have nothing. You have nothing but maybe some bills in your name if they were ever in your name. You're indigent. Ludacris's manager is not indigent. So it doesn't matter. Also, on top of that, he is a manager for a celebrity. He might be a celebrity manager. We don't know. At the end of the day, you ain't him and he's not you. Okay? That's what I have to say on that. He's so stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure it was like $1 million or some shit like that. Just flat out murder.
Okay. So, but yeah, though. So they have on taking that type of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
So I just need to know what I'm doing. That's a lot. It's a lot right now. That's a lot right now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not like the last time.
Okay, so let me tell you guys this. Did I just look this up? Ludacris's manager Shaka Zulu killed man in self-defense. Okay, so let's see. Self-defense. Fulton County District Attorney's Office released the following statement Wednesday. This was November 22nd, 23. Murder charges against Ludacris, the longtime manager, Shaka Zulu, have been dropped. Shaka Zulu, whose real name is Ahmed Obafemi, was accused of shooting and killing a 23-year-old during a fight back in Buckhead in 2022. Fulton County District Attorney's Office released the following statement. The Atlanta Police Department made an arrest on charges determined at a standard probable cause, which is their duty in this and all cases. The District Attorney's Office investigates cases to determine what can be proven beyond a reasonable doubt at trial. Our investigation of the facts and analysis of the applicable law indicates that this is an applicable resolution of this case based on the standard proof required. Based on the defendant is now involved in a pre-indictment diversion program and will not comment further about the matter at this time. Obafemi was originally charged with murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during a commission of a crime, and simple battery after a late night shooting. I don't have all of the details, but I would imagine that if they're saying now it was self-defense, so maybe he felt like he was getting ready to be robbed. The original charge was murder, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, and simple battery after a late night shooting. Maybe, I don't know. Obviously there's got to be some sort of extenuating circumstances, but at the end of the day, if he felt like his life was being threatened, like, they always are pulling something out of their ass to find a reason as why he's not being treated fairly.
Shit with that Ford car.
And money talks, period.
That right there wasn't crazy. Like, what? Where'd you get that from?
Yeah.
You know, that shit. Where you even get that
Hey,
from?
Miss HLS.
Come on now.
Hey, PW. Hey, Anna Harmon. Hello, everyone.
Yeah,
Bougie Gang. Happy Sunday, guys.
Had that shit. Man, that shit crazy, man. Yeah. So, and what the crazy part is, the charges. How you gonna charge me or something? I ain't even been out there in a whole year. That is fine.
How you gonna charge me with something that I've been out there in a whole year?
I just gotta wait and don't make a move until then. I'm gonna start making a 5% move, but I just gotta wait.
Yeah.
I'm wait till I talk to him in the morning. But I didn't know what is this, what who would take whatever he say. He asked somebody, but I don't know nothing till tomorrow here. But I just want to have backup plan. Because if that's the case, I'm about to get them folks to ask them folks. You got what I'm saying? Who really got them out there with it. And if they say, yeah, I'm good. I'm pretty sure they're going to go out the way some kind of way. We'll see.
Yeah.
You agree or disagree?
I agree.
Okay.
Boy, what? What was this plan?
Yeah. So,
I'm saying.
and what the crazy part is, the charges, how you going to charge me for something that I ain't even been out there in a whole year? That is funny.
Yep.
Well, what I'm going to do is,
Hey, Joey, what's going on?
don't make a move until then. I'm going to start making a 5% move, but I just got to wait.
Yeah.
I'm wait till I talk to him in the morning. But I didn't know what is this, who would take whatever he say. He asked somebody, but I don't know nothing till tomorrow here. But I just want to have a backup plan. Because if that's the case, I'm about to get them folks to ask them folks. You got what I'm saying? Who really got them out there with it. And if they say, yeah, I'm good.
How is he gonna get them folks to ask them folks when the only folks talking to him on a regular is Sonya? Nobody's talking to you anymore, Nesto. What's up, Joey? Joey Sea Dog is in the house, guys.
They're gonna go out the way some kind of way.
Yeah, who's them folks, right? Exactly.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree, boo.
Okay, why you agree?
But they're gonna go, oh shit, I lost my thing.
I mean, my assumption is Shirley, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's talking about Shirley or not, trying to pull like his last card, because his nose is so turned up by Sonya that it's hard to tell.
I'll go out their way.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they?
Okay.
I feel like it's solid enough for them to do that.
What?
It's a solid situation where they would do that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, where's Sonya at the dispensary?
Okay. Wow.
I hate when he does that.
I know. Again, just when you don't think you could be surprised, yet again, surprised.
Yeah. So it could be worse. Though. Yeah.
It could be worse.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep my head up. See what's gonna go on tomorrow. See what's gonna go on. See how they
Please do.
go. What you say?
I said, please do.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep my boundaries together. Some kind of way, so you're gonna have to come out and play.
Yeah, this was June. This was, remember the affidavit that came through? So the affidavit was submitted in this bail hearing. The affidavit was submitted with Shirley Strawberry's name, Shirley Strawberry. This is before the Strawberry letter. Shirley had taken a break from talking to him some, but maybe he felt like there was still some sort of an open door at that point, that he hadn't completely messed everything up. But yeah, I think that he was trying, but I mean, he's got to at a certain point, like, sir, you have been carrying on with this woman on the phone, not even talking to her just inappropriate, but you have been talking to her about me, my daughter, my money, my job, my people, my everything. Like, you have been carrying on with this woman, allowing her to speak on me. We're done. You know what I'm saying? Not only are you a bum and my bum ass soon to be ex-husband one day, but you're also an asshole for running my business to this trick.
Yeah, I guess I gotta work. I gotta go work for you now. I would say, like, if I got a good job, so I gotta work for you. I gotta be what do you call it, assistant.
Personal assistant. Hey.
That's what you know how to do. Serve peen, chauffeur, clean cars. Like at the end of the day, that's what you do.
Why did they try to say ankle monitor too? Or no? Just,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Also, he said all that
To
shit.
the
Of course, talking about
girl,
clean.
to a whole gas stationa. She is a gas stationa, and that's it. That's
You know,
all.
all of that.
It is
I want
all
to
that.
fucking Dubai. Man, for real.
Yeah. A man ain't strong. I'm telling you, this shit ain't strong.
He don't think on his feet. That's what that is. He got to realize who he dealing with. I'm gonna shoot him an email. I'm gonna shoot it to her for her to shoot it to him.
No. Shoot the email. What's the email?
This guy, you got to look at your opponent, your prosecutor, and how he just sitting here for some reason. He got some type of thing where he just keeps trying to add bullshit to bullshit to bullshit because the base case is fucking stupid. You know, and then you want to add to that. You need to really figure out. You need to have a conversation with that girl's attorney and find out what the fuck is going on with the co-defendant.
Yeah.
What is she doing? Is she trying to work with the prosecution and put it all on you when she did all of the shit?
Yeah.
Well, that never happened. I'm gonna just go on a limb and say that never happened. Okay. You know, like Tatiana, busted down Tatiana is busted down gas stationa. Okay. She's a gas stationa, you know, like Mamiana, Tatiana, gas stationa. Oh, Joey the panel slayer. Okay. Okay, Joey C Dog. Joey C Dog, the panel slayer. Let's get through this call. If Joey wants to call in,
right now.
give us some word on the street from Bougie Gang at large. Joey, let me know if you wanna say a few words.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard from you guys in a while. Girl Sluttiana. That's well. the Iana is what that is, but okay.
Figure this shit out. I don't know which one I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know which one.
Sloriana how can Slor get any worse? Well, Sloriana, okay. Short boweliana. What no, semicoliana? No, yeah, semicoliana.
Like you now. Left here light ain't working.
Oh, not the head one.
Orangiana.
You know what? This is how I felt when I was in the hospital. I'm telling you, you just feel like every day.
Gianna, you guys are too much.
You know what I'm saying? What other bad news? What other bad news? Am I ever going to leave this place? I don't see an out in this situation. I don't see an out. You know, it's just exhausting.
Yeah, that's it. That is very, 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 very true.
Mm-hmm.
So paralegal, not the
What
Anna.
I'm gonna do is that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait, see what's gonna go on, but you gotta check and see.
I'll check and see tonight. And, oh yeah,
slow Ciliana.
but you still gotta talk to your bestie just to prepare.
Yeah, I am tomorrow. No, I'm doing it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta do it tomorrow. Then I know where I'm
You know what? I probably, if this had been my phone call, I would have been asleep, girl. This is like, baby, come on now. Can y'all speed this nothing up?
You know, give a person time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find the video.
I'm gonna figure that out tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna figure that tomorrow because everybody, I can't.
Nesto, you can't figure out how to cut your toenails. How are you gonna figure out how to get out of that damn jail?
Not happy with nothing right now.
He said he's not happy with nothing right now. Hold on. Is this when he's low key trying to tell Sonya he's not happy in his marriage? What marriage? Hold on. Listen to this.
I'm gonna figure that out tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna figure that out tomorrow because everybody, I can't. I don't think I can deal with the other people no more because they're living down with a lot of things.
I don't think I can deal with the other people anymore. They let me down with a lot of things. Is he talking about Shirley? It's like, sir, are you referring to Shirley and you've been carrying on talking to this lady for a year at this point? Fast forward 2 years, fast forward 4 years, you've been dealing with this chick behind your wife's back, and then on top of everything else and all of your other host of lists of everything. He said he doesn't want to deal with them folks anymore because they've let him down. He's nuts.
And I'm not,
Mm-hmm.
not happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Not happy with nothing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But okay, it'll be all right. And let me start sounding so goddamn sad and
Team
shit. Because I do
Mariana.
have one. I do have one.
Thirstiana.
Right.
Yeah. But what I don't
Trickiana.
I don't know which way this fool trying to come at me.
He's trying everything. Shit.
I see.
Please. He's trying everything,
Oh,
especially with the whole picture thing. Like, what the fuck?
Edgiana. Ooh.
He's trying everything.
Yeah, everything.
But he's trying everything. Let's get him on this. What? Okay, let's turn that into something. Yeah, but that's a grown woman. And yeah, they don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It'll be here before we go to court with this anyway. We'll just say we lost it, or we'll just say this, or we'll just make them plead so it never goes to court. So we don't have to worry about it. Think about it. Things, when you get charged with something and the person take a plea, the evidence never comes to light.
No.
It don't. You get me?
So I'm gonna tell you what really got when the other black lady came on there, the other dude come on there, she was fumbling the ball. Oh, it's one, right? No, it's four, right? It's one, right? So going back and forth, and I'm like, he was coaching her. It's like he was coaching her to say anything. And I saw that.
Real.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So he's talking about 88 Taylor. So they were talking about a couple different things in this bail hearing. They were talking about the financial situation, which is what popped off first, right? When 88 Taylor came on, 88 Taylor was talking about the photos and then also the essay, right? So initially, I think they said it was 1 to 4 images or 4 images, however it was said, however it was put out there. And then she said, well, actually, it's numerous images. So, no, he was not coaching her. Maybe she just wasn't ready. What we've seen with 88 Taylor, 88 Taylor just, the judge had to dress her up 1 or 2 times. I mean, look, if you've been watching YSL, seeing a prosecutor not absolutely ready and not having all of their facts and not having all of their information, I'm not, look, I like Fonnie Willis a lot and I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's hard to find people in Fulton County. I'm not really sure. Have I seen lawyers unprepared? Yes, we've seen them. And 88 Taylor must have just been one of them because we saw she was unprepared. But based on the gravity of the situation and just the evidence, period, that's why your ass is still unprepared or not. Nesto, you don't even have a paid lawyer anymore. So that unprepared lawyer, that unprepared ADA still got your ass, her and Majeski, have you sitting in the jail for 2 damn years. So let's fast forward to if you would have got Will Wooten on the spot or if you would have gotten Ms. Winfrey on the spot. Your ass might have already been convicted by now. Who knows? But at the end of the day, you haven't been able to do anything. Okay? You're rebuking everyone today. Don't do that, Glorious. Glorious is rebuking us. Don't do that.
It's going good. I'm be all right. Yeah, I just got
But yeah, Fulton County doesn't have a bunch of perfect prosecutors. I mean, we see that. Now, I'm sure there's some good prosecutors in Fulton County. And this is not an attack on Fulton because, I find Fulton County to be very, very interesting. But at the end of the day, ain't nobody perfect. But what they had in evidence and in offenses with your name on it was enough to have you in the position that you're in right now. So you can criticize 88 Taylor all you want. She got a job and she's free. Okay.
Yeah.
And so does Majeski. He got a job and he's free.
On somebody. I wish he never did.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. So I'm gonna figure this shit out.
Okay, because he's not really a player. He's a punk. He kind of has asked her for money. Like, let's not get it twisted. He asked her about her property. She alluded to some property that she was going to be able to liquidate. That never happened. She's talked about some money here and there. She's talked about, well, I can just get a loan. The bitch don't have no fucking credit. She's mentioned things over time that did not pan out. We've heard her. Girl, absolutely. Nesto is absolutely period unprepared. But yes, a player, he would have been asking for some money, or I need you to make this happen. He was trying to get her to do some things, I think, a few times, but nothing ever really panned out. Sonya's lazy. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's lazy. She likes to talk a good game, but her follow through is nil.
But it's gonna come my way. It's gonna come my way. So I'm gonna figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He said, yeah, this is gonna be so devastating. The next charge is coming so devastating. This courtroom will not be able to handle it. We gotta take it to superior court somewhere. That's what the motherfuckers.
Boy, he's so dramatic with his shit, all so that he cannot get the bond that he's like. That's all he's trying. And I'd be like, well, you know, you good for saying this, you good with the theatrics, but what did you bring? You know what I'm saying, to court to substantiate what you're saying? You love to say every time you go to court, you got this whole theatric thing about how he sold this and the other, but his past doesn't say that. And then what? And then it's been a year, and you aren't.
He said all that. He said, mine said that. He said all that too. He said none of this making no sense.
Right? Who you talking about? You look like your face is confused.
Yeah, he did say that. He said, man, all this. He said everything what you said.
You see with the theatrics every time we go to court. You see with the theatrical stuff, trying to make. Let's talk about what. Let's talk about what you got right now in front of you, and let's talk about that and make that decision on the bond. Not all this. Oh, I got this coming. Oh, I got that coming. Okay, well you ain't got it now. So stop talking about stuff you don't have in front of you, and that we're not in court for. We're not in court for that. Fuck them. We're not in court for that. We're in court for this.
Yeah.
Only thing you can bring up is what he's been convicted of and what we being charged. All that other stuff he's talking about that you might have show up, or you might this, that, and the other, it's coming. You say it every time.
Well,
every time. Your bluff game is on point. I tell you that much. Phone calls. Did you bring these phone?
Okay, so someone's asking. So, one of the women, Gail, was it Gail Bickham, who said she stopped dealing with Nesto when she first met him because he couldn't stop asking her for money. He was constantly asking her for money, and she ended up coming out of the pocket with money, money, money. The one who to the total of like $191,000. So she should have kept not dealing with him. When she ran back into him and he tells her he's married to Shirley Strawberry, like initially you met him, I'm assuming he was single at that point. I'm not sure, but he seems to be the type of guy he overlaps, so he's always got somebody. So getting out of jail, getting out of maybe the marriage to Carol, and then going with Ebony, and then from Ebony to Shirley, quote unquote marrying Shirley, all of the things. I mean, he seems to never not have a lady in his life. Now, as far as him asking for money, some of the women have said that he would ask. So, yes, the beat around the bush. Do you have jobs to be done? Do you need this done? Do you need that done? Okay, I can do this. I can do that. So, almost like he's trying to earn this money and then never comes through with the services. But, yeah, straight up asking. I mean, I don't know how he finessed Miss Gail out of all that cash, which I guess we do know to a certain point, but girl, a mess.
But here's the
That you speak of all the time?
here's the killing part. Whoever they're gonna bring, if they're gonna give me bonds on this shit or not. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then I got to start all over again.
Mm-hmm.
That's the killing part right there. That is the killing part. Yep, that is what's going on. I have to start all over again. But I ain't gonna look into that. I ain't gonna look into that.
Shittiana.
Look for
Oh
something
my
else.
God.
Look for something else. Yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. It'll be all right. They're gonna come here in a few minutes. Then I want
That's true.
whatever.
Every day is a day gone by.
Yeah. You say you got 16 warrants.
We got 16 warrants.
You have 1 minute remaining.
He said he's going to get 16 warrants coming.
Okay, but you said that last time at the court. You always have
Can you
something
believe
coming.
that?
Well, you know what?
Can you believe that? And she didn't even miss a beat. She laughed. She thought it was funny.
What the man said, 16.
His bluff game is tight. He must be an excellent poker player.
I'll tell you what he said.
His bluff game is tight. He even said it last year. How many back around 10? He even said last year, when he had a conversation with Crail.
Demonstrate you can't get time. Call some of them corner comers around Atlanta. And then ask a question I know when I call back. So that it eat my brain. How it gonna go and tell this what you got to work with. Blah blah blah. So I want to see. So I know.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, they say 10, 10:30. Which one?
Either one. 10, 10,
He's such a bum. He's such a freaking bum.
10:30 fine.
Okay. All right. Love you. Bye.
Punch somebody in the head. Boom.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
She has literally nothing to do. Did someone type in the chat earlier hybristophobia? Yeah, that I mean, I think it's what is it a syndrome or is it a phenomenon? What is hybristophobia? Maybe it's a type of syndrome because I feel like you're opting in, but it has to come with it comes with some things. Like you probably have to check the list off on some things to be able to kind of enter the realm of someone who finds value in dealing with a person like this and actually is turned on from it, right? It's like the guy I was listening to something about Susan Smith and that she had like about 12 guys. You guys, if you heard the calls on phone calls from prison, I think they're in Patreon now, but she had a couple of guys reaching out to her and all doing things for her. And how it seems to be is that she's had like about 12 people that she's talking to, involved with, on the phone with. Everyone thinks they're the only one. And I guess the shocking thing was when some of the calls came out, was finding out that they were not the only one that she was talking to, and that it's come out that she's been finessing people. And they were talking about hybristophobia. Is that what it is? Hybristophobia? Yes, hybristophilia. And how oftentimes it seems to be a lot of times it's women, but it's not unknown to be men also. It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi.
Calm down.
Hold on.
I done calm down.
Hello?
Yeah, I calm down.
I done calm down.
You calm down?
Yeah.
Aww. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it ain't as bad. It's not as bad as I'm trying to make it sound.
Really?
Why you saying that?
I feel like it sucks. I mean, even though we know there's no truth to any of it, just the hassle of just having to go through all of this.
Right.
Okay, so it's not as bad as I think it is, or how I made it sound. She's like, really? Why not? Like, okay, good. You're seeing you're seeing a ray of light, something. No, she just wants to bring him right back down. It is bad. It is bad.
It's exhausting. You're not young where you can just, have the energy to deal with something like this.
You're not young. You're old.
Crazy.
Yeah,
You're old.
But here's the thing. I do have a bond. So that's the thing. I do have a bond. So
You have a bond, and I don't want to daddy down it. You have a bond, but at the same time, he's going to try to make up some more bullshit and stall and bond on that. So so you never can get out. Because if you have one case with no bond, all other shit doesn't even matter.
that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to.
He is a dummy.
I'm gonna wait it out.
Huh?
I'm gonna wait it out and see what's gonna happen on 13.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, I think. Oh boy, to me, I think he's exhausted with it. I just don't think he's.
I think it's just something more than he's used to, because it seems like we know it's more than just an AB type of situation where I got charged and, we're going to go through the motions like people normally do, and it's either going to be a plea or a trial, and that's that. But this dude keeps gunning for shit like he kidnapped his daughter,
Right. And that's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know you. I had all of this shit, but again, like I said, it could be. I mean, I can't see it being anything other than your codependent.
She's
Spending this
ridiculous.
shit to make it all be on you and make you out to be something totally fucking different. Why this man is talking all this mad shit?
Right.
I can't think because there's no truth to it. So I'm trying to think. Even if you got a pass, so but okay, I'm not. I do have a legit business and a legit situation where I don't need to be.
What legit business did he have? Sonya is so stupid. It's like Nesto could tell her anything. Where is this legitimate business? Why didn't Shirley have to go open, close a business, cut paychecks, pay bills? She never mentioned one thing about anything because there was nothing. There's no business, sis. Just like how you have no business, he has no business.
Illegal. No,
Girl, she might
Look,
be writing him right
everything.
now.
He said all that shit. He did say that. He said that. My phone said that. He brought it up. He said it. Even his people admitted to that. That I do have some good shit going on. Yeah, he said that.
Did everybody listen to the video to at least so there's 3 Wade videos posted. Did everyone listen to all 3? Because if most everyone has listened to it, I want to I want to listen to that news story, and I also want you guys to see the news story about when he tried to break out of jail. Okay, so we can go back to if you saw the Wade Wilson, so obviously we're on phone calls from prison YouTube channel. We love to watch. If you have been watching the Wade Wilson coverage, just put a 1 in the chat so I know because I do want to come back after this. You didn't listen yet? Well, you know what? Either way, it's fine because he totally like it's a whole lie scenario. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be not. I'm gonna say funny. It's going to be like what? This ninja's off his rocker. Okay. Um. Let's get through this because you got to, and I was shocked. But this guy is starving for attention. It's so funny, girl. Yes. Okay.
He said that.
Mm-hmm.
He said all that. It just wasn't good enough. No, I wasn't good enough. Because the little lady already made her mind up what she's going to do. When he said $200 each count, shit, she had already wrote shit down.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they already rehearsed shit before I got in there. They already know what was going to go down.
Oh, yeah, because like I said, the prosecutors and the judges and the police, they're all on the same team.
Yeah.
The judge is supposed to be neutral. She's supposed to be like the referee in court, hear both sides and make a decision off that. But sometimes, and in most cases, they always sway to the prosecution because they feel like if somebody's charged, there's got to be some truth to it. We just don't charge people, that are innocent, which is a fucking lie.
Well,
At least 1/4 of everybody in prison is fucking innocent. Not no 1 or 2 people. There's a lot of people innocent in jail who didn't do what they claim they did.
I just saw.
There's people in jail who didn't do what they claim they did. Okay, the prosecutors claim that they did.
Movie like that. I just saw a movie like that. I sure did.
Well, you know what? I love you. I'm alright
You know what?
with you.
I love you.
Whatever happens, you know what I'm saying? We'll go through it together.
Well, I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate it. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Battle that I wasn't prepared for at all.
I know.
There's some shit I was not prepared for. This
All right.
to break any type of team up. It's a break,
Mm-hmm.
break right here.
No, it's a lot. It is a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah. I'm not going through it directly, but I even feel like it's a lot.
Yeah.
But like I say, I'm a strong person, and I'm gonna make sure you stay strong. So I'm not gonna leave you alone on this.
Yeah, well, I definitely
make sure you have to make sure you stay strong on this.
Yeah, I ain't want to got no peers yet.
Yeah.
He hadn't got any what yet? Did he say periods? He's disgusting. He has no game. He has no finesse about him.
Yeah, I ain't want to got no peers yet.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I ain't want to got no peers yet.
Yeah.
Cece said it was peers, but I think he was trying to say period. Well, he ain't got any peers yet.
That's all.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? I know it don't look like much
dumb.
at this
He's
moment,
stupid.
but some things just like
You better go get some
a year
pills.
ago, damn sure didn't see this shit,
No, not at all.
So, just like right now, you don't see a happy ending. You just see more more drama before.
Yeah. And then there's men, I guess even further, the men who like the men who fall in love with these women in jail too. It is a perversion. Okay, so it's kind of like a syndrome. It's a I'm trying to think. She's whatever she's got it. She does. She's got it.
Yeah, because I don't see no happy ending at all.
I gotta make sure it's a happy ending.
I don't see no happy ending.
I gotta make sure it's a happy ending.
Well, okay. Well,
I love you.
Okay, I love you.
Your girlfriend loves you. Prosecutor is so full of it. I say, hell. In Florida, huh? He always in all the page. Hell, she is not in Florida. She's in Atlanta. But of course, can't tell the truth because he got to finesse it to get what he wants. So of course he gonna finesse it and lie, knowing damn well they listening to all the tapes because they gotta try to find something on you because they hoping, you know what I'm saying, something will pop up. Because all they got is whatever lie they got from them, and I can only guess from old girl.
But it ain't nothing though. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Truthfully, it's nothing. It's what it is. Truthfully.
Yeah.
But
I mean, to your point, so I'm wondering, you know how people like the bad boy. So I wonder, is the bad boy type syndrome the girls who like the bad guys, not just the ones behind bars, but the ones out here in chaos, who are the precursors to people who will end up potentially in jail? I'm just wondering if an attraction to the bad boys is kind of like or bad girls, whatever, kind of the precursor to someone falling into the depths of hybristophilia. And, I'm just wondering because it's got to be akin to it.
That girl is not a truth teller.
It's disgusting.
Just like when you went to court
she's
for the
in
first
love
time, I
with.
was like, they got the wrong person.
She's Sonya. Well, let's say Sonya or anyone else who's into this type of thing. I think they, it seems like people who are in this type of relationship. So I heard the Susan Smith calls when she was talking to one guy. I forgot what his name was. Then you hear the guy. What's his name? So listening to some of these jail type phone calls, all you have to do is just go down the list of what phone calls from prison has posted. Was it what's that other guy's name? Ferguson? Was that his last name? Paul Ferguson? Talking to that girl, even listening to Wade and Mila, it's always like some sort of future tense. They're living in the future, what the plans are going to be, what we're going to do when you get out, all of the things that are never going to happen because some of these people are in prison for life. So it's taking that person on like a magical journey of what you're going to do when and if they ever get out, and how wonderful life is going to be. And nah, it ain't happening. It's not happening.
The girl he said was Huey, but Erica's name is King, and I'm like, Erica's name is Rothschild, King, Young. You got a lot of names. You just didn't know her.
No, not like that. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't know her. So exactly, and she was shady. Is shady. Is shit. Wow. Another reason why I stay to myself. Because motherfuckers you hang with, you'll end up catching these fucking cases. I was talking to the young dude. I told him that shit. I met his friend right after we broke up years ago. When he was like 21-year-old. I dated when I was 36. And I told him, I pulled him to the...
Okay, hold the phone right there. She said, now listen to this, guys.
These fucking cases. I was talking to the young dude. I told him that shit. I met his friend right after we broke up years ago. When he was like 21-year-old. I dated when I was 36.
It's like the 21-year-old I dated when I was 36. Sonya is disgusting to me. She's absolutely like vile. Now, did Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon get married? They were what, 15, 16 years apart? There are these May December romance type things, but she's sitting up here 36 years old. She already had Sydney. And she had Sydney at what, 18, 19 years old? Sydney was damn near 20 years old herself. Okay? How in the world? And wouldn't she have just had Tomas? You're sitting up here with a 21-year-old, literally a felon. Your ass just got out of jail. And you got a teenager and a infant. And you sitting up here rocking the boat with a 21-year-old? I love how she just says that stuff off her lips so quickly that it's like Nastiana. Okay? She just says it like it's just normal. She's had some very strange relationships. She's disgusting.
And I told him, I pulled him to the side. I said, you need to stay away from that guy. You're going to catch a case hanging with him. And he was like, no, that's my boy.
Okay, so she needs to stay away from that guy. What about, why didn't you stay away from that guy? Why didn't you stay away from him?
Now you going to catch a case hanging with that dude. And 2 weeks later, his mama called. He in jail. What are you in jail for? Aggravated robbery. What the fuck? Yeah, his boy told him to come over this white boy house in Akron. He had to go pick some money up that the dude owed him. And dude went over there and robbed 2 white boys. But he told Jimmy it was something different. So he thinking he going over there to wait for the dude to go pick up some money from people that owe him. But it was a straight robbery. He didn't know nothing about.
And so true, Dr. Pat. Because she wants to be noticed.
They caught that case. And I just looked at him like, I try to say, man, I try to tell young people, don't catch cases out here. That shit is for life. And now you marked for life. And that shit gonna follow you for life. Your boy.
So how is he catching? I love the terminology of catching a case. So you told him to stay away from someone he knew is a bad guy. He goes over there anyway, because he probably is a bad guy. Okay. He goes and tries to rob 2 people. He does rob 2 people. Now he caught a case. How is that not committing a crime? You see how it's like in her mind, it's like they're never wrong. He caught a case like he caught a cold. He didn't he go rob 2 people? That's not catching anything. That is creating drama for yourself. That is doing. That's not catching. You rob somebody. You're in jail because that's where you're supposed to be. It's ridiculous.
You always see the good in people, and that's fine. But you just can't fuck with them seriously. It's okay to see the good in people, but just understand all people aren't good.
No, they're not.
Okay, so apply that to Nesto.
And some people will get you caught up in their shit, or they'll use you as a life raft when they think it.
Okay, so Sonya, you seem to know the answers like you are a whole life raft. Sonya is a life raft. Okay,
so they don't give a fuck.
These phone calls are
my daddy
life
said,
rafts.
in life, don't ever have a co-defendant. You get me? Even though you didn't know this bitch was illegal, and you associating yourself with her, you done got caught up in her shit. So,
well,
it's fucked up, and now we just gotta try to turn this shit around.
Yeah.
And oh boy, we already know he gonna lie and cheat to get his conviction. Because you see, he already lying. Every time he step in the courtroom, he's telling another lie.
Yeah, he's
telling lies. He can't win on the truth. That's the thing. He got to lie. He's not gonna win telling the truth. Tell the truth. The prosecutors don't play fair. That's why I don't like them. Because they don't give a shit about a person's life or destroying a person's life. They only care about that fucking win. At any means. At any means. That's why I don't like no prosecutor. Because all the good ones that start off, they leave and become defense attorneys because they got compassion and they really care about people. And they end up turning into defense attorneys. A lot of them come out of college and go straight into prosecutor's office because they don't understand the job and the bullshit that come with it. And they see how they do these people and they be like, oh, I can't do that. I don't have to send people to jail. Didn't do it. So they leave and they end up being defense attorneys. I know a lot of them that end up being defense attorneys.
How is your
So
day?
they look.
How is your day?
And it was good till your shit came back fucked up. Oh. Other than that, my health is fine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But how would you know when you didn't even watch the proceeding? I love how she has so much commentary on the proceedings, but then didn't watch. Because in the call, not this group of calls, but the call prior to this, she basically did not even watch the proceeding on Zoom. She didn't know what had happened. But it's like she has so much commentary on the prosecutors when you don't even bother to listen to the facts of the case. It's like the facts of the case as she knows it is what he's telling her, or maybe by at a certain point, what she has read in some of the documents. And then when he says, that don't make no sense, I don't even know them folk, it's like, okay, well, gosh, it's all lies then.
My health is good. I love you more today.
You know what crazy is? Yeah, I ain't gonna talk about that shit because I don't want to talk about it.
Talk about whatever makes you feel better.
No, I'm looking at somebody I know that got some crazy.
One second, guys.
Yeah, beat the kid out and put the kid in a coma, and now the kid is paralyzed.
And vegetables.
Yeah, but the bond is $700,000.
It's like, okay, let me find 5 stories today. Ludacris's manager, somebody beat up a kid, put him in a coma, and they got a 750,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know the story. I don't know if he told us enough detail for me to go look this one up and fact check him. But at the end of the day, he needs to stop. Because you know what? $750,000 bond. Guess what? Listen to this. This is a Nesto. Guess what? Well, guess what? They had the money and they got out, right? If they had $750,000 bond and they're out on the street, guess what they have that Nesto don't have? Money. Guess what? Money. You don't have any. It doesn't matter if at this point, it doesn't matter if his bond was $25. He doesn't have it.
Wow.
That's ridiculous to me.
Yeah, it all is. Because your shit is a lie.
That's what I'm trying to say. This shit is correct, man.
And I'm telling you how they do it. They're going to sit there and let that shit ride. You know, they don't have no fucking real picture. And then they're going to sit there and be like, oh, we ain't worried about it because we're going to just drop those charges and then have them plea on some other shit or try to get them on some other shit. So all of this lies only have to come to light. Oh, no, we want this to come to light. We want to see what you're talking about. Because we know it ain't no goddamn picture.
We got 17.
You see her? She talks all this tough talk. Oh, yeah, we want to see the pictures. Yeah, you go ahead and bring them. Bring it.
17 warrants. That was what he said. 16. We got about 16. Oh, that's a lot, ain't it?
Hell yeah. She got 18.
No,
Listen, she got 18 and she out on 0. So I think right there, she in bed with the prosecutor. Ain't no way her shit should be like that. And then he sat there in court and I don't want to talk about it. Oh yeah, of course not. Because we already know what it's about to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay.
That's why I stressed to your counsel, you need to follow that co-defendant's case.
Well, what I'm going to do is
I don't think she's slow either as far as like a diagnosis. Like, for instance, like I think that she's just she's just as manipulative as he is. And I think she may have this hybristophilia. She very well may. Because she has articulated on numerous occasions that she's never really seen herself with anybody. She doesn't want it. She wants to be single. Why do you want to be single and then you got this boyfriend in jail? Because you want to be single. I mean, there's plenty of women out here that have many, many men, right? And Sonya might be out here doing whatever she wants to do and, has Nesto to go home and talk to and talk until she goes to sleep and have a reason because, her kids are grown and all of those things. But sis is not fooling anybody.
go lay my ass down, and I'm just gonna fuck it, lay my ass down. That's all I'm gonna do. And wait till tomorrow get here. Wait till my visit comes, and then I'll just deal with the shit whatever come my way. And I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Fuck
That's all we can do.
And
Ride it out, boo.
yeah.
Write it out, boo.
That's what I'm gonna say. If they come in with some shit, and if they don't give no bond, July, August, September, they got to give me a fucking bond again.
That's what you think.
You got to get me a bond again. Okay. So whatever that is, I'll be ready, some kind of way. So that's my brain at right now. Okay. So that is your birthday.
It's my birthday.
That right there to me, that's what we get. So we're gonna whatever gonna come our way, I'm gonna sit here and chill, and then I'm gonna wait. And whatever come my way, if it come my way, that's what you're going after. Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
And I know all that shit gonna take at least another 2 years. I know that for a fact.
Okay, well he's about right on that, huh?
And we ain't got nowhere.
There you go. So
it's been a year.
There you go. And then
stay out of trouble. That's my point. Stay out of trouble. If you stay out of trouble, stay not having your name in the police's mouth, and you wouldn't have these problems.
They don't. They try to hurry up and indict me with all that shit real quick. I already know what I want to do with that too.
Keep trying.
Yeah, I ain't letting nobody win.
My computer's like, well, wait a second. What happened? Where are we?
I'm not letting them win. I'm letting them.
Hold on a second, guys.
Oh, well, damn. Yeah, because it's a game. And at the end of the day, everybody going to hell. Yes, I do.
Everybody's going to hell, everybody.
So,
that's what he said.
We all going to hell.
Hey, I don't want to go to hell.
Well, we're going somewhere.
I'm going next to a tree.
We're going somewhere. So,
I had a beer. You won't talk to me.
Okay, that'll be fine. I'll be doing something.
He's a weird person. For someone who he's crazy. It's not even worth discussing. He's nuts. And he contradicts himself constantly. So if you think that's where you're going, I mean, he has no heaven or hell to put me in, but at the end of the day, he has a forked tongue. He just says whatever comes off the dome at the moment. I don't even know, like, for me as a woman, it's like, Sonya, have you taken a step back to look at the specimen of a man that you are tying yourself into, that you are publicly aligning yourself with? He's a total bum. And maybe she's a bum too. I mean, she is bummish and all of those things. So maybe she thinks that he's a knight in shining armor, but he really is not. He's a nobody.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. Boy got I don't call him name, but he figured that out a month ago. That person had talked to you about that person, what they got going on. About the girlfriend taking the money and all that.
Oh, really?
You remember that?
Yeah.
He said the person who talked to you about the person who was doing the it's like, what are you talking about? I don't even think she knew what he was talking about at that moment.
Yeah, ain't got what they got going on.
Ain't got what they got going on.
No, that is worse. You didn't know what they charged with?
Oh, a charge came behind that?
Yeah, they did.
Sonya does not know what he's talking about. She doesn't. Oh, there's a charge behind that? And he's like, yeah. She doesn't know what you're talking about. Like, to me, whenever he's like, okay, you gonna put it together. Remember what they did, and then you did, and then just think about it. Just think about it. It's gonna come to you. It's gonna be like, wow, okay, it's gonna come.
That's what they're in there for.
That's what they're in there for. They're in there for a temp.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Man, this shit crazy out here, man. Yeah, there's a lot going on out here in the world. That's what I'm trying to tell you. My shit ain't that bad.
No.
Like that lady I saw on TV killed her boyfriend, had a baby by her. She was police. And
I didn't see that story.
It was all on the news again today. She was in Clayton County.
I know.
Now I feel like I remember that.
Especially just based on, and I firmly believe your co-defendant sat there and lied on you to save herself. Because that bitch know her shit is fucked up and she ain't trying to take her old sick ass to jail. But she gonna sink your ship to save hers.
Well, I ain't really got no shit to really think.
I'm thinking that's what I can't think of nothing else for them to be so gun ho and try to make you to be some type of ringleader, a whole bunch of like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he's gonna get the RICO charges. We got a whole bunch of like, what the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? Really? I'm telling you. So the only way for them, listen, is for her to sit there and sell you to be something.
Do you imagine what Sean has to work with right now? The fact that Nesto will not admit to anything. Like, okay, Nesto, tell me about your relationship with this person and that person. I don't even know them folk. Can you tell me about you and Melvin Stokes? I don't know him. Who's that? Can you tell me about you and Melody? Well, she was selling Mary Kay. I was trying to help her. Were you having an affair with her? No, we were just friends. Why were you at her house at 4 o'clock in the morning? Why were you using her credit cards? Like, how did you know Gail? Did you go to the Green Waters with Miss Gail? Like, no, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know any. Okay, tell us about the checks for Danielle Diamonds. Can you tell us anything? Like, does anything sound remotely like anything? Why was a Nesto's? Hold on a second. You guys are gonna laugh. Hold on. Let me do this. I'm gonna try not to laugh. Hold on. Why was there a Nesto's private security car parked out in front? You guys have seen this picture because I was posted. Hold on, let me do my backdrop that I'm sitting over on Pine Grove Road. Let me see. Hold on. Pine Grove Road. Let me see. Hold on. How is it that let me see. Am I on Pine Grove Road right now? Hold on. How is it? Wait, my bad. I messed up. Okay. How is it that there's a Nesto's private security parked in front of Pine Grove Road? Okay. Do you guys see the Challenger? That's a Nesto's private security. Are you guys seeing this? Hello? Wait, let me do this. Okay, look. Why is there a Nesto's private security? You've never been there? Come on now. Would you stop playing with these people? I did a whole video. It's posted. You guys should go look at it. There's definitely I took a dedicated snippet and put it in members so you'll see it. But we went to Google Maps and went back and you can see Nesto's car is parked right in front of the house. It's on Google Maps. If you look up 980 and 990, if we have a minute, because we're already over 2 hours, a mess. I'm just wondering what Sean has to work with when he admits to nothing. He admits to absolutely nothing. Not saying that he has to confess to stuff that's not his situation, but you can't be in this world of trouble 100% innocent. It's like, come on.
And the girl probably, I don't even know the hell, but the chick probably just sat there and spent that shit so tough to be like, this ought to be the biggest fish you can get. Don't look at me, look at him. You know, this is all on him. He did this, he did that.
I wish this would stop doing it. It's like so annoying.
He did that because you do have similar past charges. You know what I'm saying? Makes it feasible. Even though her ass. Look.
Hold on. Wait a minute. No, it ain't because my man read that shit out. He read it out, and my charges are nothing like their charges.
No. Yours is nothing like hers, but you got one thing that's similar. You get.
No, it ain't.
You can have. Death by deception. She got death by deception.
Yeah, okay, that's a charge. I ain't been indicted.
That's what she said. You two have similar charges. You have similar. What she was trying to say is that you two have a similar criminal background, per se. But why, if someone is for you and they're on the phone with you and you know the prosecutors are listening, why you would even draw that conclusion as a friend? She's such a weirdo. Like, why would you even say that? Which, I mean, duh. But at the end of the day, um, are you like, whose side are you on?
Yeah. No, you got some old death by deception from way back.
He said, no, I don't. Yes, you do.
Yeah. And
Yes, you do.
I'll look it up today.
He said, no, I don't. He's telling her he doesn't have previous theft by deceptions, but he does. And those are all coming back in the RICO.
Tell you.
You ain't gotta look it up. I already know what it was. No. I want convicted. Yeah, he broke that shit. Man, that man broke that shit down.
No, and he's right. He wasn't convicted. They were dropped, but they're back.
And what they got to say to
all
that?
those theft by deceptions are back.
He's a dangerous man. That's all he kept saying.
He kept saying, "You're a dangerous man."
Dangerous man, and 16 more counts coming for 13.
A dangerous man. I would have been like, and what type of dangerous crimes? Because you
started from the clouds and now we're here.
He doesn't have any violent convictions or charges. So what are we talking about? Dangerous.
There we go.
So at 60, he would have some type of violent charge, domestic, something.
Thank you. Thank you for gifting. Let me go look at my monitor. I haven't even looked at my monitor once this whole time. Hold on one second. Let me see. Who got gifted a membership? Butterfly 23, congratulations. I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for gifting. I appreciate it.
Something violent. Since you're trying to say dangerous.
Sonya's bad dye job. Girl,
he
awful.
was never a drug dealer, never gang related, nothing violent. What is dangerous about this man?
And he broke it down. Buddy broke that whole system down by me. I got to give him that part.
He said Buddy broke the whole thing down. Is he talking about Crail? Crail did a horrible job. If for any stretch of the imagination, hey KK, how are you, boo? If for any stretch of the imagination that Nesto thinks for 1 second that Crail did a good job, you got to be kidding me.
It wasn't good enough.
That's because you got to come real hard
on that too. It just my man said we want 200. A wobble.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's what it got me. Blow my.
Out of them, not when the co-defendant who actually is actually charged with actually committing the act.
No,
he could have conspiracy.
We passed that part. That's not it. We're talking about the last charge what got me. That's what
that shit. I mean, you ain't got no past in that.
It don't matter. I'm gonna hit me with a 2. You wanna know it's gonna
be? Yeah, he's gonna have to go to court with that. He's gonna have to do a speedy trial on that shit ASAP.
Yeah.
That's what he's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to do a speedy trial on that.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to pull that right there out and tell them, let's go right now, and I need to see everything he's talking about.
Well, and they did that. They were ready to go. Fast forward to now, Will Wooten's ready to go. Sean needed more time because Sean needs the defense. So we're not coming back to what, October? We got 2 months for court. And the judge Judge Dunaway must be busy because I don't even know. I have to check the docket because sis was out of commission. There's still no response yet from the judge. I mean, Will Wooten responded this week, but I don't think the judge has put anything in. The judge hasn't even responded to the gag order. Will Wooten didn't even respond to the gag order. Okay, they're not checking for no damn Nesto. This should be. I don't know how many. Well, they do have a long list of witnesses, but I don't think that this case is going to last very long. But I could.
Yeah, but he can't do it because I got to get somebody else to do it.
I don't even think that they're going to have to put on a defense at this point because Nesto is not going to give Sean anything to work with to try to help defend him. So I think they're going to try to come with that type of strategy where they're going to have to let the state try to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he's guilty of everything. But, enter Erica King. And as long as Erica King has that information and she sits there and he doesn't testify on his own behalf, and it's basically Erica versus Nesto, and you've got the proof and the receipts, and you've got the witnesses who say, yes, my name was used. Well, how was it used? It was used on a document made by Miss King in the interest of Mr. Williams. Oh, I bought something from Mr. Williams. He gave me a bill of sale. I never got the motor coach. Or I got the motor coach and I could never register it. And I contacted him 50 billion times and he would never reach back to me. Then next thing I know, the police come and say that actually this is owned by somebody else. Oh, he sold me a car. I could never transfer the title. He sold me a car. I gave it to my daughter. Her aunt was driving it. I paid him money. Turns out the lady never signed over the deed because she never got the money. Like, how many of these stories do they have to tell about things that he's done that haven't panned out? And then you enter the phony documents or the doctored documents or the non-legal legal documents using people's good names and their bar numbers and all of those things. All of these things were you. That's all I got to say. Can this thing start back? Oh my God.
Need to do a. We need to get a
Hey,
your phone
KK.
record.
Hey, boo.
Yeah, I got to get all that.
You need to get your phone record.
Okay, well, I'll talk about all this tomorrow. My brain is, yeah.
Everything you guys know this already. Everything is tomorrow and everything is Monday. If it's not tomorrow, it's Monday. We'll talk about this on Monday. We'll talk about this tomorrow. This is the perfect, he's the perfect lazy criminal because he not only was he lazy in his criminal enterprise, but he's also lazy in his defense. So what's he going to end up doing? Stay his lazy, no account behind bars. That's what he's going to have to do.
It's exhausting.
And it's hot in here.
Oh, yeah. We ain't gonna worry about it.
Yeah.
Girl, he
Well,
put
We're gonna see, and yeah, we'll see. We're gonna see. 16. So 16. Ooh, 16. That's another 30, 40.
Mm.
Man. Yeah. My brain is ticking right now.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I see.
I don't think he's getting offered any type of a deal just on the fact that they have already said that they want to prosecute him to the fullest extent of the law. Like they're done with him. So the fact that they have given him a repeat offender, they've gone with the repeat offender that they are asking for him to be prosecuted for the max sentences on anything. I don't think so. I mean, if he maybe towards the end, if he asks for a deal, that he's willing to cooperate and admit to whatever in exchange for, I don't know, 20, 25 years. I have no idea. But yeah, he's all of his years. What did they say? 2, 3, 400 years? I mean, it was ridiculous what he could get based on all these things. I don't think they're going to give him a deal, especially as much shit talking as they've been doing on the phone. I don't know. And then he's the type of person who's going to sit there for the rest of his life and talk about he's innocent. I'm an innocent man. They tricked me. he's the type of person, like someone mentioned Sarah Boone earlier. He's the same type of person that he's going to have to go through all the motions. If you skip one step with him, that's the one step that he's going to park on for the rest of his life that was unfair.
Still going on.
They got to walk him through the
Wait,
whole
wait, wait, okay.
thing.
So don't you worry. You just continue doing what you're doing and keep staying healthy.
Okay.
Yeah, this gonna pass. It'll pass. Just keep living. How about that? Just keep on living.
You keep living.
I'm trying my best to. If I don't got them, my wife for it all over it.
I'm right. You'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brady with the good hair.
I don't know why this man gun holding for me so bad. I ain't figured it out yet.
Well,
Yeah, but that's okay. Just coming through. All right. Well, ladies, anything else you'd like to say? Anything you'd like to add on? You sound like you're a little sad.
She's not sad. She's coming down off of whatever she was on and Sistad. Okay. I don't think she's sad at all. And as far as adding on, she's done. Sonya likes to rant, and once she's tired ranting, she's ready for a good nap. And then she'll call you back and do it all over again. Like her anger at the system, I think she's mad at the system that got her. She's mad. I don't even know what else she's mad about, but she's definitely got some issues. And all she wants to do is just rant and just spill whatever and spew. And then when she's satisfied, she goes indifferent. Did you notice how she kind of, he said, well, you keep living. And she goes, you keep living. Like she's all concerned. She spews, she rants, and then she's tired. And then she goes indifferent on him. And then he's getting ready to say, I love you very much. And then she's done. Just listen. If it'll start.
I'm a little sad. I mean, but
I'm a little
you gotta
sad.
be strong. Life life is very interesting.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is. And just don't know how that shit gonna come out. That shit was like a dark ass room today, like a dark space today. Dark. So I'm not gonna say he didn't do his talking wise today, but he was talking, but he would tell me shit I forgot about it.
I mean, I don't know how it works. Like Erica getting offered a deal. I mean, there's only however many people they have in this case, right? You've got Erica who already got a deal. Now, the deal is against Nesto. Now, as far as him coming to the table and saying, look, this is Sean talking. Look, Ernest Williams wants to come clean and Ernest Williams wants to cooperate with the prosecution, with the state. And he's willing to talk to you guys about what's going on, or he's got information. Now, he's probably going to have to be in a position where he's going to have to offer information or just admit guilt. I mean, there's nothing stopping Nesto from walking into the court and saying guilty. There's nothing. You don't have to have a deal for that. They ask you plain and simple, how do you plead? Innocent or guilty, or not guilty, innocent, whatever. There's nothing to stop him from walking in and saying, I'm guilty, and asking for the mercy of the court. But considering that they filed a repeat offender, I don't know. Okay, so they're doing that at 2:30. Okay, so I'll come back around 3:30 after that, and we'll talk about it. Okay. Patty, we'll come back at 3:30. There's nothing to stop him, and not to say it's going to be a deal. Hey, Leah, there's nothing to stop him from, no, he worries about self-image, ego. Yeah, he won't admit to anything, right? But I'm just saying, him getting, if he were to get a deal, understand if he got a deal, he's going to have to admit guilt to some things. If they say, look, we're not going to this is the deal. We're not going to throw the book at you. This is the deal. We'll give you 20 years. If you make us drag you through this trial and drag you up, up and down Fulton County, you could end up, you're just going to have life, right? He's going to have to, you can't get a plea deal and not plead guilty and not own, like how Erica King sat there. Did you do this? Yes. Guilty. Yes. Were you coerced? No. Are you here on your own free will? Do you know that I do not have to accept da 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 da? All those things. They make you answer a series of questions. He's going to have to admit to guilt. And it's possible, just because we didn't see Erica King have to do it, it's possible they may make Nesto sit there and go through every single crime and admit to it. He's not going to do it. Just judging by the type of person he is, he's not going to do it. Whether he walks in and wants to just go ahead and say, you know what, I give up. I'm just going to take guilty, knowing good and well he's guilty. Or he's not going to do it. Sonya will be at least 70 no matter what when he gets out. At least 70. So she'll be 56 or something this year. I think he's, I don't know what he's going to get if he's convicted. Girl, God only knows. If she wants to stick around and wait for him, let her. Sonya is sitting around waiting for herself at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Ma'am does not want to be in a relationship. She's not a normal female of a particular age who is wanting a real relationship with a real man, because at the end of the day, he's not even proven to have what it takes to pay rent. And he's 60 years old. Damn near. He doesn't even have the wherewithal to not be evicted in his 50s on numerous occasions, pay bills, and not have vehicles in repo. This guy's driving around in a freaking Rolls Royce. He is a lie. If ever there was a human personification of a lie, it's him. Nothing that he does stands up. It's like, what are you even waiting for? He's not going to help you pay a bill. He's not a good husband. He cheated all on his wife. You think Sonya thinks she's better than someone he actually married and married and married and married and married? She's dumb to think that he's going to do better for you at 60 with no skills, no resources. He's a bum. He's got a horrible track record of paying bills. He finesses women out of money. This is not a man that you wait for. If there's someone who is waiting for someone in jail, look, we saw Tiny standing outside the jail, waiting on T.I. whenever he got into his trouble, right? That's her husband. That's her husband. He's also an earner. I'm not talking about what Tiny makes. I'm talking about what her husband provides, right? This is a man who makes money. This is a man who lives up under the roof with his wife and his kids and all of the things, right? That's someone to wait for. They may not be perfect, but that's hers. Okay. Sonya's waiting on someone else's who's not even doing a good job at being someone else's. He's doing a terrible job, which is why he's in that position, right? Sonya just needs to admit, which she already has, but I guess why it's perplexing for a lot of people is because her actions and her words don't line up. She says she wants to be single, but she's over here committed to this guy. And for what? For nothing. Literally for nothing. No good reason. Girl, I'm gonna take this time to close out some of these windows of the 50 billion windows I have open. Sonya knows Nesto not getting out, being prosecution is talking 400. Girl, period. I mean, she wants to be alone. That's what she
I'm
wants.
saying, but it wasn't as feisty today.
That's what I'm saying. And you got to tell him, love, if you gonna keep coming to court talking about phone calls, you need to bring phone calls. You keep talking about stuff that ain't even said. Quit lying.
Well, here's the thing. The only thing I gotta do, sir, to do come with some shit, I gotta have the same man represent me when it comes to getting me a bond.
Yeah.
Or some more shit. That I do know. If I ain't got that, I'm fucked. The public finna go railroad my ass again.
Not all of them. Not all public defenders are bad. Not all paid attorneys are good. You know what I'm saying?
They're not.
So it's a hit or miss. But all prosecutors are crooked.
Yeah.
They don't play honest and they don't play fair. They play dirty. They don't care about people. All they care about is a win at all costs. They don't care about ruining anybody's lives.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. It's just business as usual.
Okay. Well, the only thing I can do now is take my ass to sleep
and cry.
Wipe my brain out. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll call you in the morning. I'm going to wake up and it's going to be a new day.
Call me first thing, boo.
All right. Love you very much. Have a good night. And don't worry. Just chill.
She's not worried. She's getting ready to go run the streets with Madison at this moment. She's getting ready to go to Whiskey River, Whiskey Mistress, and Red Martini. Sis is having a freaking ball at this moment. She's just not telling you that, okay? Sis is over here hanging out with the girls in Atlanta, okay? Sis is probably putting on her pum pum shorts as we speak and getting ready to get in her little Mini Cooper and run around. She's at the dispensary. Sis is outside. She might say she's inside, but she's outside. And if she's inside with someone else, one of her 20-something-year-olds that she met off the dating app, and she's playing with you on the phone in the daytime. Because her little boyfriends probably come over for a couple hours in the evening and bounce. Okay? Because according to Madison, sis had stuff going on, right? He cries too much. Yes, she doesn't like guys who cry like that. Okay, guys. So I guess phone calls is dropping another video at 2:30. Go listen to it. Go listen to it. And then we're gonna come back and talk about it because Wade is very interesting, but we are just listening. We're not all serious about it. Hi, Janetta. Hey, boo. They act like Majeski is the boogeyman. Nesto is the boogeyman. They act like Majeski is the boogeyman. He is a public music. He is a public music teacher turned lawyer. Oh, he has a background of serving the community. And wow, so he got into teaching first and then went into law. Good for him. It is you can have many careers in this life, okay? Good for that's beautiful. She has lots of situationships, absolutely. I'm waiting for one of the little boyfriends she messes with to come out and tell all. Wouldn't that be nice, girl? One scammer to another, one scammer player versus another. Absolutely. I know Joey was in the bushes for a minute, but he might be gone. We'll come back and talk about Wade. I'll come back around 3:30, 4 o'clock. I'll be in the chat. So 2:30 is when it's showing. Depending on how I feel, I might come right after because there's something that if you guys have been watching, you may not have heard, and I want to play that before we get into any of phone calls videos. And phone calls that they're dropping on him just to give some context because that escape from prison video had me. I had to watch it twice. It was funny to me because it was like, really. So I feel no ways about Majeski. We always thought Majeski did a good job. We can go back to Jonathan Salmon. Jonathan Salmon dropped the smackdown early on him too. So but there have been many players out here, and we're gonna all see it come to look. I just wonder what Sean is advising Nesto on at this point because it almost seems like for not. Like at the end of the day, they're going to clean his clock. Let's see. Did we get everything? I don't know if it finished or
No,
not.
don't worry. You be strong. That's all.
You be strong, that's
I'm
all.
gonna try my best to. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, bye. Love you too.
I love you. Bye.
Thank you for using global.
She's a crumb snatcher. It's sad. It's sad at this point in life that she has nothing, literally nothing better to do. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. This was fun. You guys are amazing. I'm so glad to be back. I'm sorry. Sorry, sis was sick. I started getting sick about a week and a half ago. If you missed this, just go back to the beginning. The first 40 minutes, we did not talk about Nesto at all. But let's get into at 2:30. I'll see you guys in the chat over at Phone Calls from Prison. And then I'll come back and I have we'll talk some Wade, okay? We'll talk some Wade and get into it. But remember, we're not gonna get all crazy about it. Okay. He said, love you too before she even said, you know what? That's a great point that our sis just they're programmed. These two are programmed on each other. You know how like if you're the person who says I love you the most in your relationship and you automatically are the I love you too person. So he says I love you very much. I love you too. He's programmed. He's going with the motions. Yes, ma'am. Hold on 1 second. Farrah had to tell me something. Okay, so I think he's programmed. He's programmed. Anyway, okay, I will be back. I'm glad you. Thank you so much. And then we ended up. We had a planned vacation, but we didn't plan to be sick. And yeah, so my God. Anyway, guys, I'm feeling so much better. I'm still a little bit on the mends, but for the most part, I'm back. We're back on our schedule again. School starts. Is it 3 weeks? 1, 2, 3. No, 4 weeks. School starts in 4 weeks. Okay. It's like I can't even talk about it. If I guess Farrah's like, if I don't say anything about it, it makes it less real. But yeah, 4 weeks until school starts. Yes. Oh, I missed you too, Vicky. You guys are so sweet. Thank you everyone for showing up. Come back. I'm gonna set up a live for like 3:15. And then we're going to talk some Wade, okay? So if you want to talk Wade, I'll see you at 3:15, okay? Work was so boring last week. Really, Petty Patty? Have you seen just dip into the playlist. Go back to the playlist. You guys are so sweet. Well, you don't have to worry about that again. I'm back, okay? I'm back and I'm better and I'm rested. I got to spend some time with my family. Another thing is too, when we finally got on vacation, my husband started feeling better. Like you know how it is when you just have a busy household and everybody's doing their thing. This really was some nice dedicated time that we actually had to talk, spend time together as a family, take the dogs for walks. We took the dogs with us to Florida. Next time they're not coming. They're going to Pet Paradise. But this was the last time. You missed hearing Lambo. I'm gonna post a picture of Lambo trying to drive the car. It was just a nice, for us to be able to go walk the dogs. We went to the beach. We had so much fun. Go to the pool. We went and ate lots of good food. Went to different restaurants. All kinds of stuff. Tried to have like a different, not just have the same Orlando experience that we always have, just kind of try some different places and new things. So it was fun. We had a good time. We were there for a week. We came back yesterday and we left last week on Saturday. So we were gone. Is that 8 days? Yeah. I started getting sick the day that I saw you guys. So the day that Shirley was in court early, the body pain that I had that day, like when I was talking to you guys, I had so much body ache pain It was awful. It was absolutely awful. I think Wednesday I started feeling it. Oh, it was bad. Um, someone else says to someone else's has two wives. She's very dumb, almost evil. Are you talking about Sonya? Yeah, it was bad. The day that I was we had just left Best Buy, I went, we picked up something else for Farah, for her birthday that she loves. She's got it all set up now. Sis is happy. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna set up another live for like 3:15, 3:20, and I'll see you guys then, and we're gonna talk some Wade. Okay. We'll get caught up on the Nesto videos, no doubt. I'm sure we'll get back into that on tomorrow. Um, Thank you, and Harmon. I appreciate it. But the Wade stuff is interesting. Why she never been to a hearing though? He doesn't see something wrong with that. Where's his family? That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like where's and I get like everyone doesn't want to be on YouTube, everybody doesn't want to be on a phone call, all of the things, but we have a lot of space and time before everything became what it is today. Just think about that. You know what I'm saying? Where is everybody? Because he's a bad dude, probably. Um, why hasn't she? He's got no. I think Nesto has a lot of self-loathing. I think the fact that she picks up the phone to him means a lot because nobody else is picking up the phone. Someone said, I think it was Vicky mentioned something about her potentially wanting Lamont. I don't know if she ever really wanted Lamont. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. I don't know. But I think she realized quickly Lamont wasn't the business. And I don't think that what Lamont, she can't keep up with a Lamont. Lamont is a player and Lamont has these women. I don't think she really wanted Lamont. Maybe she was intrigued by him. She thought he was funny. Maybe he was trying to play with her a little bit, um, to kind of test her out to see what she was coming with. I think that's if Lamont gave her any clues or signals, um, I do think that he was playing with her. Um, they say she did go to a hearing because Nesto was asking, did anybody see you? And she goes, no one saw me before I slipped out. Um, I'm sure someone saw her, but they may not have put the two and two together of who that was or what was going on. So, um, okay. He sent her a dick pic, didn't he? Don't you remember he sent her a cartoon pornography picture? And it was like, oh, okay. Yeah, he said some inappropriate things. Since we have been listening to these calls on two occasions, Sonya had like a random stranger who she thought was a number that she had called for Nesto once upon a time. One of his inmate friends reached back to her and sent something to her or asked her something weird. And then Lamont also sent her something. Yeah. Did we go over the Lamont call? No, not yet. Yeah, we got a lot to catch up on. We will. We'll do it. If we don't do it today, we'll do it tomorrow. When I come back, we're going to talk about some Wade. Because there's two videos I want to show you that are not PCFP videos. But I think if you're getting into what PCFP is showing, these are two really good ones. And then we can do some Wade as they're dropping them and talk about the case. It's very interesting. I mean, it made me, what I'm going to say too about the Wade case, it made me think about this girl here in Charlotte. I forgot what her last name is, but her father was a police chief in Concord, which is like one of the surrounding towns to Charlotte. And she was at a bar. She hooked up with a guy, and she was with her friends. Her friends let her go. I'm not blaming the friends, but I'm just saying you come with your friends, you leave with your friends. That's what we always did. And that's how I got to be big age 53 because I went with my friends, I left with my friends. And you know what I mean? Like, and this girl ended up taking this guy home, and apparently there was like cocaine and heroin involved. And I think they ended up in a hotel room, and then she ended up in a storage locker, put it that way. Okay. The guy had to be extradited from New York. Turned out the girl's father was the police chief of Concord at the time. This was like, maybe this was 2010, 2011. Um, I'll bubble up the story for you guys. It was interesting, but the some of these people, you got to leave them at the bar. You know what I'm saying? I feel very sorry for the victim because she did not deserve that at all. Um, but this guy he is bad news. This Wade Wilson person, very, very bad. So, but they said he comes off as very, very charming, and he charmed her. They had a connection. They hooked up, and look what happened. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate. Anyway, okay, let me let you guys go. I'm going to close this one out, and I'll come back after PCFP. So like in an hour. Okay. I'll see you guys a little bit later. Okay, guys, this was so much fun. I'm glad we got to get some way caught up. But we'll get all the way caught up this week. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Take care.